Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today we are here to watch the race between Dace and RicoV53. This is one of the lower bracket runs of the Metroid Prime Mentor Tournament. We'll be your commentators for today. I'm Lucarius, and I'm joined here in the booth by Drake.
Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm not used to the new Discord interface. Okay, there we go. Okay, pop out is just not working for me. Okay, I guess I will just not be able to see the full game very well. Okay,
Yeah.
this is losers round. We figured it out. It's the semi-quarterfinals, so to speak. Looks like missile launcher right away.
Hey, very nice.
Unlimited mouse. We
This
do have
will start.
multiplayer
We
items,
should
so
do
it could just be unlimited missiles. Nope.
Oh, yeah, true. Unlimited missiles usually a little bit bigger, but yeah, could have been.
Amber jump.
There's my bits. That's on Jump Guardian?
Yeah.
Wow. That's good to know, though. The moment you get bombs, you just rush that, usually.
Yep. There's no question as to whether or not you should go Aegon Temple or whatever. Just always go Jump Guardian.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you could still find like a Dark Beam in Aegon Temple, you know, but yeah, objectively the best play to just go for Jump Guardian at that point. Plus we have some missiles in the early game here, so that'll be nice to kill a few of these splinters. Dave's getting a lucky missile drop there. He's going to be able to use a few extra. Usually you want to use 3, maybe 4 missiles so that you can have 1 left over for the door near Tass. If you run out of missiles and you're still on 5, then you're left to the bad Echoes drop system Mercy, and yeah, that's not a fun one.
Okay, so some more info while we wait for Albert to put on his makeup. This is new patcher, multiplayer item. Our very own Luca is the seed generator. Dace is the 2nd seed, and Rico is the 16th seed, for reference. I kind of expect Dace to win, but you never know with Randy. He might just decide, no.
Yeah, absolutely. Or some oopsies could happen. You never know. The reason Dace is in the lower bracket.
Translator.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. Basically, the reason Dace is in the lower brackets for now, anyway, is because he got knocked down by the 18th seed. So upsets happening left and right. So you never know. Bombs. And yes, I did gen this, so if there's anything terrible happening today, then you can directly blame me for the suffering and or entertainment that I may have provided today.
Dark ammo in Transport A access. Meanwhile, Tass has an STK.
Ew.
I imagine we're going to pick that up right now, or we could wait.
Waiting is probably the better decision. It's slightly faster to do once you have SJ. But if you don't want to hold on to that accidentally, that's fine to pick up now.
Calm area. I know some people skip it if they have bombs early. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't agree with that. When you have bombs early, this is a logical check. You must do this check. Skipping this makes zero sense to me. It's a
what if the bombs were in Transport Aegon Wastes?
Then you skip it, yes, because then you're far away, and then a lot of other bomb checks near Aegon open up first. But as of right now, this is like close enough that you can warrant going in and out of. Even for a missile expansion that we just found here, it gives you the good Echoes drop system, so it's really nice to have.
Yep. The only thing that wouldn't have made this worth it is probably ETM. Even some beam ammo is not too terrible.
Yeah.
You want at least a couple of expansions before final bosses. SK number 4.
Oh yeah.
Rico electing to grab that.
Yeah. So, interestingly here, something that's also in logic is Hive B, because we have logical missile launcher and bombs. I don't think either runner will go for it, nor is it actually good. But if you're feeling spicy, if you're in a matchup where like, ooh, this will be a tough one for me to win, then you could make that play as like a spicy. And there we have a beam-related upgrade in a Cursed Lake. And,
I wouldn't even
both-
mind just doing Aegon Elevator and then seeing what to do after that, because Aegon Elevator has a hint, and that might tell you what you want to do. Maybe it just tells you the item is an Aegon, and then you go to Aegon. In this case, it says, haha, funny joke hint.
Hear the words of Olir, last sentinel of the fortress temple. May they serve you well.
Indeed.
That text always has to be read out by me. It just
Indeed.
is tradition.
You know, something I don't know about you, there's something I don't know about you, Luca, that I've come to realize is very important to learn about everybody. What is your funny haha meme room? Like, you know, KR is the airy man, I'm the Darth Dank entrance man. I recently learned Cestrion is the Hive Gyro man.
Ah.
What kind of funny haha room?
Hive Gyro? Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Plano Dark Cestrions, but...
I mean, that's special.
From the
The
beginning
suit on
on...
Pod W, that is the haha funny, but...
That's
any
true,
item,
that's
just
true.
Progression on a funny room,
Yeah, I'm not particularly Ooh,
unfortunate. We're gonna lose
get
this.
hacked.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way to keep that. There's like a frame perfect flick you can do to keep it, but it's not known. The only person I've ever seen it do is Diceron. But to answer your question, as of recent, not too much happening with me, but as of the very beginning, from when I started live streaming this game, I was the Chica guy. Chica was present in every bloody seed that I played.
I don't mean just like, but seed. Like, what is your like favorite room in the game for an item to have? Because I just like Hive Entrance. Like, it's a cool room.
Ooh.
I also like Area and Hive Summit. Like, I think those are really cool rooms. But like, that type of thing. Oh, power bombs. Okay. Dynamo Chamber and what else does that really unlock? I think just Dynamo Chamber, right?
GFMC?
Ooh, yeah, GFMC box. Okay.
Other than that, not a whole lot right now. Dace making the arguably correct play here, though, to just immediately rush to Jump Guardian, as we said. You have an energy tank extra as safety as well for Dark World, so yeah, this is the correct decision. I'll be interested to see if the runners decide to go with the safe route on the left or if the spicy route on the right, though.
I think you go right. Do we have any attack? Yeah, you go right. I think Dace does. I don't know about Rico. Rico might be a little worried.
Yeah, within ER, I'd recommend going for the spicy route, but again, if you're not confident in that jump, then you just lose, what is it, like, by the time you're there, 9 minutes of gameplay, which is quite a bit, so I wouldn't put it beyond them to play it safe and just go left side, like both of these runners.
Mm-hmm.
Completely valid, and it loses you, like, what, half a minute to be safe, so, you know. It's a small price to pay for 10 minutes lost if you do die on the right side.
Definitely open the gate though first. When I have access to Transport Center.
Too many times I've been on the other side of that gate without it being opened, and then misfortune struck that day.
Crossroads. Burger? I have no idea.
Yeah, something like that. Let me pull up SpeedGaming 6. Wow, SpeedGaming 6 is does not have a lot of delay. It's like 2 seconds. Wow.
But Dace's VOD is updated, so I can check that.
Ooh.
While we wait for him to traverse all the way to Jump Guardian.
Backwards in BSJ here instead of double bomb jump. You can elect to do that.
Missile, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
The text was blocking it, so I guess we'll
That's
have to
good.
find out.
Nice jump, a Dace. Makes it over first try. It's like Dace's tracker, as per usual, is not working, by the way, so we'll be relying on you for that one, Drake. Thank you.
Alright.
Nice
If he picks up an item and I miss it, well, you never know.
Yeah. So looks like Rico also going for the spicy route. Interesting. Electing to do the bomb jump here. This needs to be a double bomb jump. For whatever reason, 3 BJs don't make this, I don't think. I think a double bomb jump where you unmorph just before the apex of your height is what you want here. It gives you like a little boost up for whatever reason.
You can triple bomb jump this and make it by unmorphing, but it's tight. I know Cathuman does this.
Oh, I
Cathuman
see.
has recently fallen in love with triple bomb jumps here.
Ah, nice. I've not seen that. That was close.
I think Rico's overcomplicating this. Okay, well, I'm bailing on this.
Okay. And this is the smart play to make, is to just give up after a little bit and then cut your losses and go with the other routes, rather than sit there for 10 minutes and, you know.
What I do like about this route is that you can fight Jump Guardian before going to Broom Closet. Like, rather you can... There's a way to set up to shoot Jump Guardian from the low ground near the entrance and do it that way. That's an underutilized method. I think if you're coming from Junction Site, you should do that first rather than trying to climb Broom Closet. I think it's slightly more optimal. There's a chance you pick up...
agree.
I guess the only objection to that is maybe if Light Beam could be in Broom Closet, but even still.
True. At this point, we do know that it's Amber, so you can't find like a space jump on it.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you there. The downside is that it is hard to know, especially on console, if you're hitting Jump Guardian. I've seen, I don't know who it was, but I've seen a racer shoot like 22 charge shots in Jump Guardian's direction, trigger the fight, and it was full health, and then you're crying. Yeah.
Grapple Beam in Junction Site, by the way.
Grapple, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Grapple Beam. No Spider Ball, can't pick that up. Grapple Beam.
Would like to, you don't know. Sometimes Randy does give you Screwzack late, and that is the funniest.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the fun seats, aren't they? When you actually get to utilize Grapple. Because then you can get some stinky locations for Screwzack.
It happened in a race earlier this tournament. I can't remember who, and I don't want to spoil it. So I wouldn't even be able to spoil it if I wanted to. So
Fair enough.
that blade pod beside the door, I've seen it kill so many people.
Yeah, I don't know why. It
so
feels
many people.
like it feels like that one is like cursed RNG.
Yeah.
I swear, every time, especially on the way back, it just does not want to drop stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think most recently I saw Sestron lose a race to it.
Yeah, I've seen Knight to die to that. I think I've seen Brut to die to that.
That blade pod needs a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The death pod instead of the blade pod.
In terms of remaining checks in it, okay, hold on.
Okay, nice.
Right here. Progressive mindset shaft.
Super shaft, nice. Okay, we need Dark Beam for that, but that is nice to know.
So in terms of remaining logical checks, we have Transport Center upcoming here. Why is it always Emerald?
It's always Emerald, yeah.
What is that? I've seen that like several times like the past few weeks. Anyway,
with
now we have a few
missiles,
more checks.
Yeah, with missiles and bombs into Amber, I feel like you check Sandcash here like immediately.
Yeah, I think Dace is going Mining Plaza Hint, then back to MSA, then Aegon Temple.
That would be the good route here. Another option you can do is to take... Oh yeah, he's debating. Which way do I go back? That way, yeah. Another option you could go for is Temple Grounds.
Oh, really?
Might be what he's going for. Get the Hive Chambers, and with the main PBs, GFMC is also looking suspicious. Plus, whatever the other room is called, Dynamo. Uh-oh, what is that? Uh-oh.
Angry shots. I am busting open the stream for this.
I was looking too. I couldn't quite see it. It looked like, I don't know, like a sunburst or something. That'd be funny if that's like a light beam, but I think that would be too noticeable. AB missing GFMC compounds. Well, there's what I said.
What did the hint say? Sorry.
AB missing GFMC compounds.
Oh, okay.
Now that is very likely the crate because of the progression chain we've seen. However, I would probably do what Dace is doing here, which is go to the temple first. A, you get another hint. B, if you find space jump there, it could still be that upper item. So you don't want to get trolled by the lower item just being garbage, and then the upper item being the one that you were looking for.
Oh, and yeah,
Also
sand cache as well.
Yeah, same. It's so easy to forget about this one. Ooh, the dark beam, one room away from main reactor, so that's probably hiding in vent A or in sand processing. Well, it has to be one of those two. So could be light beam in GFMC into dark beam in vent A, for example.
Yeah.
Or vanilla.
Yeah, it could be vanilla. Yeah, I feel like vanilla dark beam is probably the most likely vanilla location, maybe outside of Aegon Temple bombs.
Yes. I agree. With the most unlikely, of course, being that screw attack.
If Dace is rewatching this, you don't want to do this. You want to blow up the gate on both sides. Far side, close side, and then go blow up the bomb blocks on the close side, like the entrance side. Because if you're close to the side, you'll hit the loading zone for either Aegon Energy Controller access, which will take a long time.
Yeah, I always blow up the sand blocks on this side, on the EC side, but I've only recently learned that it's better to stay near the temple access side because of the cutscene reposition being faster.
Yeah, Sand Canyon also works as well. For some reason, Sand Canyon loads really fast.
Yeah, for after the fight. Yeah.
I actually don't know why that's the case, though. Why is it that the energy controller access takes so long? It's a connecting room. It's weird.
Yeah, no clue. Maybe it's like preloading the energy controller or something. Absolutely zero clue. Rico also picking up emeralds. Quad has an SDK. Let's go. Yes, we don't get to see enough quad. I'm so hyped.
I am excited for returning the energy. Hopefully, we return the energy. I like returning the energy.
Yeah, I rolled this. Yes. All right, maybe another mining plaza peak on Rico's side. Let's see if he unmars. Does not. Whatever it is in mining plaza, I also want it to be something now.
Yeah.
Give me all the content. Yes, good, tasty content. Alright, no space jumps were found, so again that GFMC hit right there. I think that's what's happening.
All we have Hive Chamber AB, Dynamo Chamber, GFMC box. Transport A access with that emerald is now no longer a dangerous action. You probably check that first before you go to GFMC, or do you do that last still anyway?
I do it last anyway. I think I'd probably clear the Hive Chambers and then Dynamo Chamber. That's the most check dense you can be to try and find Space Jump before getting into GFMC.
Oh yeah, we're not save warping, that's right. I was operating on the assumption that we would save warp. We would save warp, check the Emerald Gate, and turn around after GFMC.
It's 50-50 basically. It's do you save warp, check Emerald, hope that's Space Jump, or do you go for the Hive Chambers here? I think the Hive Chambers loop in a bit nicer though. Like this is like all one nice loop, and then you don't have to backtrack anywhere. Because if you save warp and want to do the Hive Chambers first, then yeah, bit unfortunate. And then again, find a Space Jump under Emerald now, then you're backtracking anyway.
Rico?
50-50.
We're making a play. Okay.
Ooh,
I don't mind this,
spicy.
considering that we're weaker in movement. You got to take some risks.
Okay,
backwards.
backwards BSJ, spicy. I like it. I need to learn this one actually. I always do the double bomb jump, but I'm not good at it.
This is
I
a play
wonder.
here.
You know what? If you're on the wasp layer there, I wonder if you can like E-dash over while while locked onto one of the wasps. Burger refund on on Dark Missile Trooper.
I don't mind this play, because again, like when you're the weaker player, you want to take some risks, but it looks like okay, yeah.
Just gonna abandon it now. Normally, I would be all for this. The only reason I would be a little bit against this play is because you don't have light beam right now. So even if you find something in, say, command center axis, you can't pick it up. I mean, you need SJ anyway. So I guess the only reason you do this is for command
Now,
center.
it could be an amazing play if Space Jump is in labs, and it's a vent area player that wants you to do.
It'd be a point of no return SJ, so that is a bit rarer. But yeah,
it has happened. Yeah, I've seen it this tournament actually.
Rico also going for the sandbox, didn't quite make it in time. This kill for Bomb Guardian is what you do if you don't have anything but PBs, like one PB. So you stand near that gate and then you burger both the boss and the gate behind you, so you have a guaranteed way to get out.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There's a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, I mean, if you miss the boss, whatever, you do the boss, but at least you can get out without soft-locking yourself.
Okay, so we only have 3 logical checks. I assume we're also going to check FTA hints. It's always good.
Ooh, true.
But it's only 3 logical checks. We have Dynamo Chamber, and Box, and FT, or Transporting Axis. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, with the items and the hints that we've had, SDK3 is on Quadractus. Yeah. I think with all the hints that we've had, it's going to be a very simple light beam in the crate, dark beam in whichever of the 3 hinted checks, and then we go from there.
By the way, again, Dace, if you're watching this, when you enter Dynamo Chamber, you can just, like, as you're morphed, lay a power bomb right at the door. It'll blow up the gate, and then you can. And then because you spent your power bomb earlier, it'll come off cooldown earlier, so you won't stand by the rubble waiting to recharge longer. And you can also grab a. It also blows up the gate, blows up the boxes behind you. Like I saw Cat Human do it yesterday during a race.
See. Light beam dupable, by the way, so we get 100 light ammo here instead of 50.
Love to see it.
Heck yeah.
Do you do the dash?
What,
you try the dash? Do you want to try, like, maybe try it a couple times? Or...
No. That
don't
one.
Even bother?
No, don't even bother. It's unless you're a cat human, that is not something you go for here.
I want FTA hint though here. Too late now.
Yeah.
I'm back for it. Okay.
Very small foregoer here.
Okay, so that light beam puts Venteria A into logic. Puts Storage D into logic. Puts what else actually?
Yeah.
We have to find Dark Beam there, otherwise we can't do anything.
Yeah, I feel like with how rare dangerous actions are, like point and no returns, I feel like we're just gonna find Dark Beam in Vent Area A.
But even if it's Storage D, that would still be fine.
Yeah, it would still be fine.
Yeah, but I think at this point it has to be Dark Beam there, unless this is
it's like a 90-10. Ooh, Dace going for it. Oh, it just misses. Okay.
Okay, so Storage D and Vent A are next progression no matter what, and one of them has to be Dark Beam. I don't think it can be any other item. Unless it's Spider Ball into... Oh, if it's Spider Ball, what does Spider Ball give us?
Oh no, Spider Ball would be terrible here, because then it's half combat mastery that opens up.
Oh, yeah, that would be hilarious.
And Filling Chamber, I guess, with 2E is probably logical, so those two...
I don't think it is. I think all of Calling Chamber and Hazing Cliff require suit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Same thing with Sky Temple. All of Sky Temple grounds aside from Propane Path.
Interesting, because I knew Hazing Cliff counted for it, because it's quite the run, but with Culling Chamber having the bubbles near it, I would figure that 1E would be enough to make it logical, but I suppose not. I don't know.
I guess you can double check in the visualizer if you want.
I could, but but I'm terrible at the Age of Visualizer. Let me pull it up and see if I can, though.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Dace to go all the way to Venteria, so we have like another 60 seconds to kill while we wait for Rico to also follow in his footsteps. Hopefully Rico does FTA hints. That'd be nice. But yeah.
Yeah, might get a 1-up if he does decide to go for that. If that's an important hint, then You know, spicy SJ hint or something could never hurt.
Frame perfect? Oh, a couple frames off. Gotta love. My favorite, which I call the Miguel, is you pause 2 frames before the cutscene, and then pause 1 frame before the cutscene. That's the Miguel.
Nice.
The double pause before the cutscene, yeah. It's definitely an item in Mining Plaza. That's what it sounds like. But it looked orange from what I could tell. I don't know if Rico checked it, but yeah.
It says for the item pickup, Dark World damage is equal to or greater than 60. And then Suitless Dark Aether, beginner, or has suit. So I'm not sure if we are on beginner Dark Aether, suitless, Trick Logic, or if that one is turned off. I'd assume that's one of the ones that's turned off, so probably requires a suit, because I feel like it's probably the same for Hazen Cliff, which is what we've been saying, that's why it requires a suit.
Because Profane Path makes sense because while you're solving the puzzle, you can just stand in the bubble. Yeah. Whereas Hazen Cliff, there is no, and then also Culling Chamber, you only have the bubble outside, not near the item. Okay, answer logic. With Spider Ball, that is horrendous. Because then we don't even want to do point and overturn. Because it could risk sand processing.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
That would be... Alright, have we cursed it? Have we willed this into existence?
Dark Beam.
Dark Beam, off the
Surprise. So again, is Labs the play here, though? Because you're NSJ, I feel like yeah, I think what Dace is doing here is smart. Game, again, does not like
point and
overturns.
Progressive shoot in Mineshaft, anyway, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then so with the suit and Light Beam and main PBs, surely Hazen Cliff is the next destination.
Yeah.
There's no way into Mining Station B yet, unfortunately. No seekers. Suit here is nice, though. Basically, with 2E makes you almost invincible in in Echoes.
Okay, so Hazen Cliff, still some stuff in labs, still have Storage D, still have Command Center.
Yeah.
Central Mining Station, we do have Storage B. And then in terms of Temple Grounds, we have Pod W.
Ooh, Pod W suit, that's right. So yeah, that's where my money is at right now, because the suit is the last thing in logic. I would say Hazen Cliff or Pod W. One of those is going to be our next progression item.
Looks like we do have a route divergence, Wind Chamber, ETM.
ETM, ooh. We haven't seen Rico dip into FTA yet either. I did see Rico not dupe the crate, though, which I would like to see in the future if you do watch this back. With Light Beam, you get the extra 50 ammo. And B, if you leave the crate there, it's an extra loaded object. It's very, very unlikely, but your game can crash on later layers of GFMC if you leave the crate there.
I didn't know about that. So we have an SDK on quad form. And then here's Keys to Hive Temple, Dark Aegon, Dark Taurus, and Taurus.
Nice. Good hint, but probably best case scenario for Dace to be hot-dogging that hint over literally any other one. That or like a joke hint is best case scenario for him here. Alright, let's see what we find here in Hall of Combat Mastery. Worst case scenario, this is Space Jump. Always the funniest thing to see. That's Annihilator Beam. Oh,
Oh,
no. Oh, our
you don't
runners
even have
better hope.
space gym to go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Our runners better hope that that spaceship is not locked behind the Annihilator Beam, because, ooh, dear.
Yeah, the only I think Profane Path can't be
Yes.
Incash too. What
Can't be
else?
Incash too, but with Screw Attack movement, you can get to Profane Path.
What's
What
that?
is that? That's a burger.
Oh. All right, logical check.
Seekers. Okay.
Mining Station B?
MSB.
Storage A. Storage A is
Yes,
not logic.
Storage A. Yeah, MSB is not in logic without Screw Attack. It is with Screw Attack and NSJ. But Storage A does open up with that. We don't have boost yet, so no Pathfinder dead quite yet.
I didn't even see it was Mining Station A. I didn't forget to check that.
Yeah, it didn't really look important. We were yapping when that was coming up, but I don't think we saw any runner do a double take for that, so I do assume it was just a missile.
Hall of Combat Mastery, no, not yet. What's the Seekers do? Nothing, just Storage A. Do you book it to Storage A here a few days? It's a
Yes.
hint, it's a check.
It's a
It's
hint,
two
it's a check, and you don't go into labs. Labs is a point of no return right now.
I mean,
You don't
aside
have
from the
spider.
save warp.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have Spider to get out, and it's unlikely to have progression there at this point, so yeah.
It is the most check dense,
Oh,
though.
it is the most check dense, that is true.
We have Storage B, Storage D, Command Center.
Interesting. I think I personally would have booked it for Storage A here. I'm with this chain of items, I'm expecting a boost ball or a space jump there, something that can really help you go a lot faster. Screw Attack could even be something that's coming up soon. Lots of options here. And yeah, with the Seekers being one of the two logical checks that I expected, Pod W is still out there in terms of checks that could be things. Because the checks that are happening on this side right now are all point and no return checks. I don't expect there to be much.
Can you escape? Oh, we're not even scanning Dark Oasis? I'm not sure if with that. We can easily scan Dark Oasis. Okay.
Yeah, as long as you don't go into Dark World here, you're fine. If you go into Dark World, yeah, NSJ Doomed Entry, good luck. Here, that's a reset.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh, that looks important.
that's
Is that
either space
SJ?
jump.
No way.
It's
is!
space jump.
That's a what? Ugh, that's such a huge play. What do you mean?
Wait, okay, so that means we need
Spider?
we need Spider or supers to escape. Spider or supers?
Yeah, right, because you can go through yeah. Oh my god, that's such a huge play for Dace.
You haven't taught Dace how to do the how to shoot the trigger?
I may have told him, but no, I guess not.
The ideal play there would have been to shoot the trigger, go to storage B,
Yes.
and then come back. It would have been a little faster. Yeah. But we're doing it this way, okay.
Yeah, storage B is arguable because with SJ now you want to check bioenergy after.
Yeah.
So probably shoot the trigger and then do what Dace just did.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to do this.
Yeah, you can jump in here and then up. It's fast. Alright, Rico following suit, also going to be probably headed for... Well, actually, let's see. He's grabbing the Dark Beam right now.
And then probably gonna turn out for the suit.
They just forgot the pirate down there. He's shooting the correct pirates right now.
Not the correct pirate.
One. it is that one that he needs to shoot. Yes.
Alright, where does Rico go? Okay, going back. Good. Same route, just
Yeah.
the only difference in routing is Rico did wind chamber check and FTA.
Yeah. I'll be super interested to see what happens here. I hope Dace realizes that he is currently getting this space jump out of logic, so needs to kind of backtrack into that chain to find whatever the important item is that he's leaving behind here. Likely, very likely, yeah, Spider or Supers to leave, which are both very important items.
Yeah, either the spiders and supers can be in labs or out of the labs. We don't actually know.
Yes,
Could
true.
expect
It can
you to
also,
come in
yeah.
there.
Yeah, true. This could still just be a point of no return, go into labs, get both of the items, get out, but unlikely. Probably the last thing I ever check here, but definitely paid off for Days here. Because SJ was in labs as well, you haven't opened the gate in Mining Station A. So unless you know how to get out, that one is a little bit painful. Alright, Rico also obtaining the Dark Suits. Dark Beam to Dark Suits. Burger.
One second.
In Storage B. Storage B for Borgir.
Yeah, I guess bioenergy into bioenergy and then turn around. Do you really want to do vent area beam?
No, not really. At that point, you go into Dark World, you check the 2 Doomed Entry and Vanilla Light Beam. You go out, maybe attempt to do sand processing, and then you just bail, I think. That's the optimal route here, but if you go to sand processing from there, that's okay as well.
Get down, Mr. President.
Nice.
Love to see it. Rico following the same route. In the meantime.
Okay, nice. I agree with the play again. That's good.
Is that me?
Pulls up all of the Metroids. Nice. And that is a missile. Yeah, it looks like this.
Vent area B?
Vent B, yeah.
Ah,
The upside of this is that you get a save here.
nah, you know what? Doomed entry. I think you should just do doomed entry here.
Yeah,
I don't
I
even bother
do.
with vent area. I don't even think you should bother with vent area B. This is a lot of time.
Yep.
Just for save station access that we can access from the other side anyway. So,
Yes.
and it does clear up vent area B for later, but what are the chances that storage C has progression? Never happens.
That's the thing, right? If you're expecting supers to be your way out of here, maybe for storage C. But still, that's playing off of maybes.
Yeah.
This is probably just, you know, just go. Maybe not thinking about the Dark World play here. Is that a burger? That might be a visor or something in in Culling Chamber.
Let me check.
Maybe that's why Dace was trying to scan it, but then figured out which one it was just by looking at it.
Oh, that is not.
Oh wait,
That is cobalt, maybe. I'm checking the VOD.
if it's Echo Visor, that could be very funny. Echo and Annihilator opening up just with
That's
Spider.
a visor of some kind. I just don't know which one. It could either be Echo or kind of look blue on my end, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah. An unknown HUD system is in Culling Chamber. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, it looked weird for me, but then you said Burger, and I was like, okay, I'll just believe Luca.
Yeah, it must have looked a bit wide on my screen. We have wide HUD systems in this video game. Alright, 2 checks
It
left
looked really
here.
big too for me as well. I was like, that's the most enormous HUD system I've ever seen. It looked really weird. Yep.
Screw attack and Doom Entry. That is pretty massive.
Classic go mode after Aegon. The mentor tournament experience.
Yeah, basically that's right. Then again, no SDKs popping up. The only one that we know of is Quad, so this could be Stinky McStink when it comes to the SDKs later. Dark Visor on.
Considering we need supers or Spider to get space jump, like it might actually just be go mode after Aegon.
True. Over
Oh,
here.
there it is.
There is.
I just will things
Wow.
into existence.
Spider ball. So it did want you to just point in no return, run into labs, and just...
We don't know. It could be the supers somewhere.
Oh yeah.
It could be super storage. Yeah.
That's true. It could be supers to get in here with the super and then bail. Huh.
Rico route divergence going to storage A.
Hey, I like to see this. I want to know what this is. This or Pod W are my big hotspot areas right now of where I think stuff could be. I think ideally for Dace, if he doesn't end up coming back to whatever that upgrade is, this is best case scenario for him because he is capable of skipping quite a few super checks. But Spider, yeah, no way. Spider separating is not on the table, I believe.
If you're Dace here, do you go back for the Hall of Combat Mastery Annihilator right away?
Yeah. Yeah, you have Spider, you have Space Jump now. I don't see a reason why not. You pick up whatever that translator or HUD system is. You pick up the Annihilator Beam, and you're on your way, I think.
Base jump hits exactly 3 from Dark Beam.
Wow.
That's actually a good hint for Rico.
Yeah. Well, assuming we get a hint for Dark Beam or... Well, actually, yeah, you might be able to figure out because you've had that Dark Beam hint, and nothing in Storage A. Interesting. So in that case, Pod W might hold a super missile.
Sand Canyon is logical now. What else? We do have Aegon access. Yep, or we do have Torvus access. We have about 1 trillion things in Torvus.
Yeah.
I imagine we grab this item, save warp, get hints for Dace. Dark Suit, we have 2 E-tanks. Should be possible.
Maybe. Depends on if you're thinking about the logic chain here, because if Pod W and Storage A are on your radar, you might go for Pod W before anything else. Dace make the small mistake here of diagonally screw attacking at that turret. You want to go straight at that turret, and you are not allowed to turn around midair. Life support system in a way. Free E. Does look like he's turning around. Probably going to be grabbing Annihilator and the visor here. That is the smart play. After which, I'd personally go MSB just for that hint alone. We know that it's useless to him, but I think that would route in very nicely here.
So I imagine Rico here isn't going to go to labs because going Pod W here feels kind of terrible. It's very, very isolated. Yeah. It's very, very single. Like it's only 1 check. It's not very fun.
Yeah, Rico also making the play, going into labs.
Yeah, wow. I don't see a reason why we go to Pod W. It's only 1 check and labs has 3.
Yeah, fair enough.
We know Space Jump is there, so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. With that Space Jump hint, yeah, you go labs here. They screw attacking into the morph tunnel, gets the funny hee camera here. Someone always annoying. Hey, nice brokeouts.
Ooh, actually, probably should have got the Cobalt first so we get this hint. It's a
assuming that it is Cobalt, yes.
Yeah.
Is this any other visor? That'd be super interesting.
Yeah, I think we do Sand after Culling Chamber, Sand Canyon, MSB.
Oh yeah, Sand Canyon is in between that as well.
Sand Canyon, then
that looks like Echo Visor to me. Survey says Cobalt. Oh, wow. I am legally blind. I do have glasses, but I have them on. Yeah, the ink puddles can capture you when you're in morph ball mode. I have a simple PB.
Get down, Mr. President. I think you shoot. The orb with Annihilator before you do any of this.
Oh yeah, true.
Central mining station.
Leave some items
Leave
for
some
Torvus.
items for Torvus, dude. Baha, I'm sorry to
Yeah.
inform you, but this tournament has not liked Torvus Bog at all.
I mean, we have only one known SDK, and it's on quad, and there's 5 progression items left that are.
Not too worry. Major and Hall of Combat. Wow.
Thank you, video game. Oh, lovely. Okay, well.
That indeed can happen if you guys have never seen that before. It is pretty funny.
At least it wasn't Cobalt in Hall of Combat Mastery. That would have been extra to do. But, yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, I expect a major on Sand Canyon into a major on Central Mining Station into go mode once we read hints or something like that.
I think Screw Attack opened up quite a few checks. I don't expect anything in Sand Canyon here.
I think Spider Balls are really what opened up checks, because then we could leave labs and go to Torvus. That's really what opened up checks, I think.
Yeah. The big thing that's throwing question marks at me right now is where this boost ball is, because a lot of things in Torvus like to have boost ball. Plus, we kind of really need that for quad, so I have not taught Dace how to do boost/spiralless quad, so that is not happening.
If I remember correctly, you lost a race to Forgetting.
That is correct. Yeah.
I don't remember if it was Boost or Spider.
That would have been Spider, because I had Cannonball at the moment, but I forgot the Spider Ball. That's true, that was... I don't remember who that was against, but good
I
memory.
don't remember either, yeah. You were like gonna smoke the race too. Like if you pulled off the trick, it was like you would have been like a billion years ahead. I remember that for sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember being really upset at myself for not knowing how to do that one. Thank you, video game. Says Dace. Sir?
Storage A.
No, Dace, no.
Hot dogging Storage A. They're not gonna get punished, but
yeah. Oh, true, yeah. We know that it's dark ammo, but yeah. Screw Attack for Rico.
Rico elected to did just skip bioenergy, actually.
Ooh. Yeah, it's good for him, because movement-wise does have a little bit to catch up on with Dace. Though, if he grabs the Screw Attack and then bails from here, he's not actually that far behind Dace, so...
Okay, so so boost side Torvus is not in logic until we have boost or supers, right?
Nice.
No, it is. We have... No, no, it isn't. No, okay, it is not. Okay. Cold Chamber Light is in logic. Torvus Energy is not. Torvus Grove is not. We really know. Torvus Simple, yes. Torvus Simple Access. Actually, not as much in Torvus as I thought there would be. Cache A, yes. Putrid Alcove. And Venomous Pond, I believe.
Yeah.
I think that's actually it, because we don't have lower Torvus access until we have supers, right?
Yeah. It's a bit of a slow route here, but I'm still thinking about, like, was there a super missile that allowed me to get into labs without having that be a point of no return? I think I would still check Pod W here. So Pod W, GFMC.
Oh, that's right. Or just Pod W only. Actually.
Yeah, Pod W only before the SJ, but GFMC is another check, plus Dace forgot FTA last time. So I think it's a valid play for him to route through Temple Grounds to Taurus here. Which I believe is what he's doing, because he's done the Hive Chamber, so there's like nothing else he can be doing right now. Otherwise, you take a safe warp for sure. Let's see what Rico ends up doing.
Dude, if Pod W has a suit again. The Pod W suit is returned this tournament, dude.
Oh, yes.
It actually has.
Nice.
Am I going to will it into existence for the third time in a row? Let's find out.
Rico P being the entrance to Dark Oasis, that's a bit of a...
Altered.
a red key there, wow. That's a bit of a reflex. Back in the day, everyone used to do that.
We should be grabbing that red key. That is not a hive key.
Yeah. You have no info on your boss, so yeah, you should definitely be grabbing that. Or at least scanning it, but again, knowing that it's not... Oh, wait, no, he doesn't know that it's not a hive key because he didn't get that hint.
He didn't get the FD hint.
Yes. So Triple should be getting this key because he has no clue what this could be.
Yeah.
And you have no full info on your bosses either. Morbus is unknown. Maybe Mining Plaza is something. I mean, with what we have, it's basically got to just be like Sunburst or something. But, you know. I could, yeah. It should be like Dark Visor. Probably not.
Interesting that Rico didn't go by energy.
But, yeah, I think, by the way, with Pod W just being a red key, I think that confirms that this seed just wanted you to go point and no return into labs, grab SJ, grab Spider, and then get out of there.
That's correct. Yep. That is fully correct. So Supers is still unknown.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those players who never goes for that unless it's my last progression, so I would have been very behind on this seed. I would have ran to Pod W and been sorely disappointed.
Mm.
Alright, let's see. Scans the gate. Okay. On GFMC ship. Oh, Echo!
We don't need Torvis, dude.
Wow.
Sorry,
yeah.
We don't need Torvis. I mean, that is logically required for
Items are not in Torvis. And our FTA hint, which will let Dace know that...
You should have picked up the key, bozo.
Exactly. Plus side for Dace of doing it this way is that he gets to do this peak, because Rico didn't have space jump.
Oh,
that looks like an SDK.
That looked like a key, yeah.
Ooh. So light suit required. I don't think Dace knows how to do the FTA walk roll. Rico on the other end, following in Dace's footsteps, also picking up the Cobalt and the Annihilator Beam surely soon after. Doing it in the correct order though, picking up Cobalt first and going for Annihilator after.
Oh, dude. Phase on Grounds is in logic. And Profane Path.
They sure are.
What else?
Just gonna check Wind Chamber and Wind Chamber access here. That's also a new check to us, because again, Rico only having not having space jump wasn't able.
Oh, you
to
know
get
what we forgot? We forgot about Incash 4. Incash 4 could have supers.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, we totally forgot about Incash 4. Huh. That's totally possible. And then over here we have just missiles.
That was just missiles? That kind of looked like supers to me.
It did look like supers, didn't it? I had the same reaction. I was like, no? Hold on, pull up the VOD.
I'm literally pulling up the VOD.
Yeah, actually though.
No, it's missiles. Darn it.
It's missiles? Okay.
Yeah.
Both of us. Like, huh? Huh? Rico going for
We're
a
doing this the hard way.
interesting play here. What is the player? Is this some BSJ into screw attack?
BSJ
Oh, wait.
morph into morph again?
Probably the quad blew up the panel. So it's gonna go. Ah, hey, it worked out. Nice. Good job. Actually, though, I didn't even know that that was a thing. So, nice job.
Oh, we don't have that much health.
This makes the phase on grounds and Profane Path play. I like what I'm seeing.
Oh, we are going into Sank here for Rico.
Ooh.
That gives us a hint. It gives us... No, it doesn't even give us a hint, because we do not have... Or no, wait, no, it does give us a hint.
Yeah, it does. It gives us a few, actually.
Rico displeased. Yeah, we can do stuff in Sank, and we have calls.
Yeah, for sure. We can grab the Hive Dynamo hint. We can grab the hint in the Gyro. We can go to Olir.
Dino says movement system. That's gravity. Movement system and Hive Dynamo works. That's gravity and Hive Dynamo works. And a key on tunnel.
With the health there, Dace. Do not have Dark Beam ammo, sir. Charge shots not quite doing their thing.
So yeah, Grav and Hive Dynamo works.
Grav and Hive Dynamo works. Again, Torvis, who needs it, Lamau?
Yep. Remember when you said there's like 5 more progression? We've gotten rid of 2.
Yeah. Actually, though.
Down to 3. Surely something's in Torvis.
Yeah. I mean, we have Profane and Phase on Grounds right here. That's 2 more, right?
Dark Visor up to 3 rooms from Dark Forgotten Bridge. Dark Visor up to 3.
Dace getting trolled by Profane Path a little bit here.
Oh, could Dark Visor be vanilla?
Wait, what was that hint? Dark Visor?
1, 2, 3. No, it can't be. A Dark Visor up to 3 rooms from Dark Forgotten Bridge. This is Upper Dark Torvis. It can't be Chica.
Yeah, that's
could be
basically...
Putrid, could be Poison Bog. No, it can't be Poison Bog. Well, it could be.
Yeah.
No! Wait, do we need
Yeah.
Dark Visor for any? Hold on, a key? Dark Aegon key too.
Oh, yeah, you need Dark Visor for that. It could be locking itself if there's
It could be, that's what
no...
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It could be locking itself.
So that was a Dark Aegon key in Profane Path. Oh, that's not good. Retreat. Open the door. Gets a little bit trolled by the drops as well. Got 2 blues instead of a gold, despite being definitely below that 80% mark there. Phase on Grounds. Looks like ammo. Maybe an E-tank? Yeah, he is going for that.
No, that's not an E.
I agree. Oh, no, just a missile. Just wants to get closer to make sure he's not holding supers. Valid play. On the other side, we see Rico warping to start instead.
Yep.
From the save station. Yeah, fair play. I think if I commit to the Sank bit here, I'd probably have gone all the way. Like, go to Olier, scan that hint, go to Watch Station, scan that reactor. Boost is not really required for a lot of things in Sank anyway. It's basically Vault and Temple Access. I guess Spider Guardian. And Airy. Never mind, there's a lot of things that require boost in Sank.
Yeah.
But most of the fast checks don't.
We grab here hints here as Dace, right? I think there's anything else we do.
I think so, yeah. You check those 2, you save, you go for hints.
Speaking of hints.
No supers is annoying. Want to
Second
become
joke
famous? Live viewers now and transmission blocked.
Rico skipped a bunch of checks here. Skipped bioenergy. Did labs much faster.
Yeah. I think this is a fair play for Rico here. You have so many items early on. You know you're up against an opponent that is faster than you. I agree with skipping some checks and just going, basically.
Yeah. Hopefully
He
the
didn't know
Equalizer
what
doesn't
items
come
are.
back to bite him.
Yeah. Does not have super missiles, so I believe both of our runners are going to be doing the same thing here, which is skipping those super missiles. Let's go for hints.
How do you feel about skipping hints when you know you're not in go mode after hints? Like if you don't have screw attack, like for example for Dace right now, we don't have boost.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly. That's a fair play. If you know, for example, you can't do FTA right now, if you don't know how to do that out of bounds, you still need boost for quad. So you're at least 2 items off go mode. Then there's still the unknown super missile, which could speed you up in hints here. Yeah, I think it's a fair play to just skip hints here. Okay, Rico opening up the latch. I can just jump on it and go out of bounds here. This is a method
when
that
the developers just give you a space jump secret world.
Yeah. I'd forgotten that this exists, but it is actually quite good. It's very easy. Though to IMO easier once you know how to do it. Screw attacking on the left side of the top right latch when you're facing in. Or, well, top left, I guess. There's also the
This J is
previous
fine.
unit, which is slightly slower but very consistent once you get it right. So nicely done by both of our runners to get out of bounds here. Rico falling to the floor. Dace also falling
Also
to the
falling to
floor.
the floor. Yeah.
Yeah. So both are gonna have to either jump up here. Looks like Rico's found the wall and has transitioned. Very nicely done. It's about as fast as you can go. Looks like Dace probably doing the same thing. That is not where the wall is on this one. I do hope he realizes it's on the left of this door for whatever reason. It's like the sticky out bit that you see right next to the 8 right now, basically. That is where your either wall is here. So he needs to go a little more to the left once he gets into the jump. So, yeah. This one, if you don't know where it is, you're kind of... Yeah.
No, we didn't transition, that's for sure. Alright, War Ritual Grounds.
Missiles.
No idea. Missile? Okay.
Yeah, it looked like nothing. Hopefully that made him realize that it's on the left side, because he accidentally hit it on the left. Does have a saving Great Temple though, so it's not too big of a loss. Yes, he did realize that it's on the left because of that. Very nice. Okay, transitions as well. Rico,
I think you have
on
enough time to grab hints, Rico, without killing all of these dudes. Especially considering we're dying here anyway. Unless you want to...
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't
say.
think there's any reason to preserve your health here. You actually want to take damage here.
I think that's correct here, yeah. Unless you want to reverse do the super walk roll, but that one is a bit lengthy.
I don't even know... Oh, yeah, well... Maybe that's what Rico wants, because we're going to Tortoise anyway.
True. It's... Unless you're really fast at this out of bounds, you're probably better off resetting.
Okay. We know that
Right.
FTA and DynamoWorks Tunnel are
Yes.
one of our ones.
What else? DynamoWorks. Wait, did he peek the tunnel item?
He did. We know
Okay.
that's one of them. It could be both.
Okay.
Main energy controller, Tumos.
Tumos, double quad requirement. Let's go.
Number 1. Incash 2.
Okay, so good thing we picked
Successful.
up the Annihilator. That one's free, which is wild.
Tortoise Plaza.
Plaza, we're gonna need boost. Well, we need it for quad anyway.
Hive Temple. Yep.
Yes.
Hear that? Hey.
Morbus. Oh no, Dace, no.
Oh no.
Missing the red key in Pod W. Uh-oh. Stinky.
Red Vista?
Mid Vista. That one's free. We have Emerald.
And this should be FTA. If we saw the item correctly. FTA, yes. Okay, good.
Correct. Alright, nice.
And DynamoWorks Tunnel is definitely the key.
Okay, so nothing really that needs supers. And since both of our runners just did the super skip, we can kind of discard that one. Boost or Cannonball, for that matter. Big to get right now. The one Cannonball we had is gone. So if we're going to do Cannonball, you're going to need to do it manually. And then...
Yes. Tumos,
Was there...
Temple 9.
I don't think there were any like caches or anything, right? Nothing that needs Dark Visor?
No, I don't think so. Dark Visor could just be locked by itself. Yep.
So at that rate, we are basically a boost and light suit off of Go mode, depending on how good your tricks are. Because if you can do FTA walk roll, you don't need light suit, and if you know how to do Cannonball, then you are technically Go mode right now. No, that's not true. We need more Morbus keys. You go find those worm keys.
Unless you want to do
you know
worm key
how-
skip as well.
Exactly. Ay, caramba.
So, if you were playing the Seed, you'd be in Go mode.
Correct.
You'd be in Go mode. You have to do FTA wall crawl. You'd have to do
Vanilla Cannonball.
Spiderless quad.
Yeah, I would not be happy right now.
You'd have to wall crawl the Med Vista somehow.
Yeah, if I were racing anyone right now, I'd not be happy. Especially like a cat human, I know can do what I can do, but faster. So, yeah, it's gonna honestly depend on the trick level and the speed of these runners here. Like, what do you decide to check? What do you decide to go for hints for? Like, Torvus is actually a valid play here, despite everything having showed up outside of Torvus. The hints might prove valuable.
Oh, Rico save warp sent back the Sank. Is that? Do we like that? I guess we could do.
I like that.
I guess we could do Dynaworks right away.
Yeah, exactly.
We grab Dynaworks. We might even fight Quad key. This, I believe, is that is a either a Chicka key or an Aeon key.
Chicka key. We don't know what Chicka has. Could Chicka have an Amorphous key? Have we had Aegon key hints?
Nope. No idea. We don't know.
That'd be the most cursed.
Yep.
Then again, kind of depends on how good the runners are with Aegon key skip at that rate. So if you're planning on doing that, then you want the Aegon keys to be as cursed as possible.
Watch station access. Dace is gonna get a hint that I'm gonna have to read 2 hints at the same time. Otherwise,
yeah, whatever. We're back here.
Super and Dark Torvus.
Okay. Well, so it's not an Incash 4.
Okay, definitely.
All right. I mean, sure, that's nice. It doesn't do that much for us, but it's nice to have, I suppose.
It's nice. We can at least, hopefully, we can get
into
simple access.
Right?
Okay. Suit and Dark Torvus Bog.
My
okay,
God,
Dark Torvus Bog has everything.
Yeah, never mind. I guess we do need to be in Torvus, huh?
But Rico has 2 hints that that's true, so we're doing this method. Interesting.
Huh?
Oh, that force morphs you?
You can unmorph there?
Cool.
I have so many questions, but that is cool. That's really cool.
That's also
Hey.
I have seen that before, but that is weird. But yeah, I've seen it.
Rico showing off some really cool movement right now. I am enchanted by this gameplay. Very
Missile
nice.
related, that I believe is dead. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that makes it at least so that Dark Visor is not locking itself. So that's good. A suit in Dark
Visor Leopard Dark Torvus can't be on Chicka. We know that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I was gonna say that could be unfortunate, huh?
But we know it's not possible. Unlimited missiles or unlimited beam? Okay.
Ooh. Nice to
Path
have.
of Roots, Gravity Boost, Hive Dynamo. Gee, thanks.
Orvis key in Torvus. Okay. Few shots, not in the Morvis key, so not happy about that one. I really hope he remembers Pod W is a red key. It's very easy to go into that, see a red key, and be like, oh, that's nothing. And then just leave. Discard it from your memory entirely.
Portal Chamber Lights.
Since we've seen another Torvus key on Rico's end, it's actually quite likely.
What is that? Oh, that's unlimited missiles involved.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think it's quite likely that Pod W is an Aegon key, because there's only 1 Chicka key missing and 2 Aegon keys, and it cannot be a Hive key.
That was unlimited beam ammo, right? Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. I have caught up on the dock. Okay.
Nice.
Great Bridge.
Sonic Boom.
Now, unfortunately, Rico does not have Echo Visor. So this plane descent is not going to work out as well.
That is
ATS barrier, I have no idea, but ATS wall.
It's an E tank, I believe, in the barrier there.
Are we fighting quad? I'm not sure we do this without boost. Not at this level.
That's a good question. He might be doing a Lucarius here and not Realizing you don't have boost for quad right now.
Why are we fighting these dudes? Oh, are we going for this item?
Might want the E-tank that's in there. Easily don't
This is a
help.
fun way to do this fight. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe he just knows.
Or maybe he
That'd
just
be-
knows. Hey, yeah, I mean...
Oh, no.
Okay,
regardless.
that works.
Is that an E-tank?
Yeah.
It's an E-tank.
Rico does not need boost for quads this round. Ooh, spicy.
Oh, okay. Oh, we learned that. That's good. That is a good trick to learn. Oh, yeah, we're going for it. Oh, yes. Then we grab Hive Dynamo. This is actually a nice play, I think.
Yes.
I'm happy to see this.
Me
Hopefully we
too.
return the energy as well.
Some lovely displays.
Which we need to, because... Yeah.
Oh, right. There's the ink storm here. So good thing that Rico went for that E-tank, because otherwise you're quite low going into the quad fight here.
I don't know why they put an ink store here. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Hive Key 2?
Okay. Alright, infinite ammo, light beam. Yeah. Quad, good luck, have fun. A little bit low on health. Gonna use the drops that you can get from under the feet here. I believe shooting the knees also gives you random drops. Could be missiles, could be health. So it shouldn't be an issue with the dark seed here. As long as you're mindful of your health. Squad can troll you a little bit sometimes. Like, keep shifting the knees around that you can hit. Alright, Dace, having done the temple fight, is going to elect to just go through Abandoned Worksite into Torv's Dark World here. I like this play. You don't have boost, so...
What was Abandoned Worksite? What was the item?
Just ammo, I believe. Ammo or a missile, one of the two. The only thing that you're missing out on by doing it this way is the Meditation Vista SDK, so you're going to have to backtrack for that.
Yeah, but we
Firstly-
can't get it anyway without a wall crawl, right?
Med Vista?
Yeah. Without a wall crawler trick, because we don't have supers to we don't have access to Torvus Energy Controller to activate the elevator. And we don't have supers to get down there, nor do we have boost to take the elevator from Aegon.
Oh, you make a good point.
So you'd have to do some kind of trick, either
Yeah. you'd have
gate
to
skip,
go
wall
Aegon.
crawl,
Yeah,
the
you're
climb
right.
in transport center, transport station, whatever it's called. I can't remember. Transit station, transport center. I don't know.
Yeah. Just a missile there in Putrid Alcove.
Cache is logical.
Yes.
We do have to find Dark Visor. Dark Visor has to be up here.
Sequence missiles into Dark Visor.
Figure it out.
Well. Alright, we know Poison Bog isn't anything. It's a missile related, and we already have Seekers and have spotted infinite missiles in tank.
I'm gonna double check because I would like to confirm that.
I mean, what else can it be at this point? If we look at the trackers, all of our remaining like big items are glowy blue
That was a good
pickups.
point. But I just want to make sure that it wasn't that we didn't make a mistake. Also,
Yeah, we know Supers is in
that
Dark
was part of
Taurus
this fight.
here, so it basically can't be anything else.
Cash be Chasm here, right?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. You're looking for 2 major upgrades in Dark Taurus.
And we can easily, or at the very least, just do the wall crawl to grab the Cash B item.
Yeah, if you know how to do it. I don't think Dace knows that one. So most annoyingly, you'd find Light Suit here, and then Supers in lower.
Okay, let's find out.
Ooh, it's
Okay,
gonna
we
save
definitely know. We
probably.
definitely know how to skip boost. Okay, good.
Safety save.
All right, we know how to skip boost to Rico. That is such a good trick to know. I am so happy that we learned this.
This is so cool.
Yes.
Oh my.
Gamer.
Woo, nice.
To see this in a Metro tournament makes me smile.
Yeah,
Rico has taken the assignment seriously. Love to see it.
absolutely. Beautiful display of skill here. Up on the leg. Aim for the path. 2, 3. Oh, not quite. Very close though. Yeah, it's gonna have to go again. That is the downside to this. It moves for a while, and then by the time you're back up there, you'll start moving again. So,
Yeah, I think that is unlimited missiles involved. Okay.
all right. On the other end, we do see Dace out of bounds, trying to go for the door here. I'll be interested to see what's in Cache B. Hopefully not a suit. Please check what that is.
Oh no.
Dace, please.
Dace, please. Oh.
Unmorphs? That is... is that a suit?
No, that's not a suit. That's a missile.
All right.
Okay.
The other side, Rico getting the STK. Beautifully done.
Wow.
Absolutely nicely done.
And now we just return the energy, heal nature. God bless.
Yeah. So
Still
does
not
that,
sure what a mining plaza is, by the way.
does that remove Rico's need to have boost entirely this seed, or is there
Oh,
any
dude, you
other
know what?
or
You know what? This. You know what might? It might. Oh wait, no. Can there be progression in Torvis Energy Controller? Boost ball can't be Torvis Energy Controller. No, I got excited for a second.
Can it not?
That would be. It would be, yeah, because you need boost to defeat quad to get to Torvis Energy Controller. I was thinking like maybe Supers is locked by boost, or Supers like, doesn't give you access to Torvis Energy Controller like boost is.
Yeah.
But no. I got excited.
Right. Just trying to get an unmorph here. He is transitioned to this tunnel, so he's not going to get an unmorph.
Yeah.
Realizes. All right, nice. Good
Emoing Hive, love to see it.
Yeah. Nice bonk by Rico. That should work for Dace. Nice.
There we go.
Alright, Cache B chasm completed. Now what do? I think I would probably do Under Temple first. It's 2 checks. It's right there.
Maybe open up Crypt, but we don't have.
I think I probably do both of the Under Temple checks here first, then save, then do Grapple Guardian. There's the BB. Looks like he's going for Grapple Guardian first. You can do Grapple Guardian into Under Transit 1 here. Then go for Under Temple after, and then, I don't know, save Orb out
I feel
or
like
something.
you do Grapple Guardian at the least to know what the item is.
Yeah, maybe not feeling it. Just wants to know Under Transit 1.
Yeah.
Grapple Guardian is stinky. I don't like him. That's, yeah, it's valid to leave him as last. That's probably a suit. I saw a lot of particles there. Yep.
Yeah,
that is
probably.
definitely our suit. Okay, so suit found. Wow, this might actually be a very big play for Dace. You find Light Suit. You've just found Dark Visor. You run Dungeon here to hopefully find. Wait, no. Hold on. All of this is locked by super missiles. Supers aren't down here.
Yeah, Supers can't be down here.
They're not down here. They're on Boost Guardian. Impostor. Or on Chica. Wait.
No, I can't. Yeah, they could. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Hold.
Oh. Alright. Are we gonna get the Sank Energy Controller, please? The hint, please. Okay.
Alright,
yes.
well, it's not the words of Olir. We've already heard those. Chica.
Moose Ball? Main Gyro.
Main Gyro is right next to it. Wow.
But he doesn't have Echo!
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Wait. Huh? Oh yeah,
He
he
doesn't
doesn't
have
have
Echo. Because he didn't go GFMC.
But for Rico, it doesn't matter, does it? Because he's already done quad, so he doesn't need boost anymore, does he?
Yeah, we don't need boost. Incash 2? No,
Down there.
nothing. Yeah, we're good.
Right next to Airy. Yeah, but so that's going to be, if Dace decides that he does need boost for quad, that could be a very good route for him if he goes for the hints. Finds that, he can just do main gyro chamber and go straight into quad after. No trickery required. Just depends on if you're thorough with your hints this seed. Gonna try and get out. You need to be a little bit more forwards here, I believe, to find the gap in between the rails. There you go.
Oh, I think Rico went down the wrong pipe. Yep,
Oh.
we went down the wrong pipe.
Sure did. What's hiding in here? Just ammo.
Never
doesn't matter.
punished.
Never punished indeed. We have a few of that. It's very patient there. Doesn't want to crash Cat West, so only use one shot. Nicely done.
Missed what was I missed what the item was in main research.
A hint here.
Guide symbol grounds and
Grounds.
turrets. Oh, that is.
Yeah, that all but confirms that Pod W is in fact that Aegon key. And then Torvus, we found one in Torvus, so it's a 50-50 on where the last one is, right? Or
yeah.
no, the last one we found was in was it Profane Path? Where was the
Profane
other?
Path. Profane Path was one of them, one of the Aegon keys.
Okay, so, oh my god, where was Gravity Boost again?
Hive Gyro.
Oh no!
Sorry, Hive Dynamo. Amorbus guarding his to
Oh no, man! We've seen so much of Torvus. There's a great likelihood that there is an Amorbus key hiding down here in the water somewhere. Aye, that's not good. Ideally, we're looking at like Grove or Plaza Access, but
Wait, what's this? What's reactor core?
Rico is going for it. Could maybe be like a double damage or something. That's like the one thing I could see you go for here.
Yeah.
Because what else is it? We basically know where everything else is.
We need to go to the door.
Like E, okay. E is valid to be trying to go for here.
Missile and main research, thank you. And E in reactor core, okay. Okay, oh. I think I've caught up with everything, right?
Speed. Oh my goodness me. If I'm these racers, I'm sweating right now.
I missed what was Hive Dynamo Chamber, or Hive Dynamo Station.
Yeah.
Missile, I guess.
This is a nerve breaker right here. Because
So-
if you're Rico, you've just skipped boost for quad. You're feeling amazing.
Yeah.
Then you get that hint of like, yo, boost is like right next to here. As long as you have Echo, it's free. So I'm not feeling great if I'm Rico here. If I'm Dace here, I'm also not feeling great because you're missing the boost ball still. You don't have gravity. You've skipped a key, an Aegon key. So unless you're committed to Aegon key skip here, yeah. And so he's running for these Torvus keys, which I think is a good play, though we know that most of the money is in Sank with the Cobalt hints.
Is gravity and logic right now?
With Hive Dynamo.
Yes.
Yes, because you can get boost from Hive Gyro, not Hive Gyro, from Gyro.
You can get the
Doom
Echo
Spider.
from GFMC.
Yeah, you have Dark Visor. Yeah, it is. It sure is.
Spider, yeah, okay. It's weird, like lower Torvus is non-logic. Plaza side Torvus is non-logic. Wait, supers can't be. Supers have to be Chica. They can't be grapple. They can't be Boost Guardian.
Why?
We don't have access. Oh no, wait, we have Boost now. No, now we have Boost. So yeah, okay. So
Yeah. You have access to
Plaza
boost
side is
from
accessible
Gyro.
because of Boost. Okay.
Yes. We
Just
know they're in
Torvus
Dark
Energy Control is
Torvus.
not. So Torvus Lagoon, yes, Underground
Oh,
Tunnel.
Dace. Wait. Nah, this isn't the worst.
I think
He's
Dace
not
is.
soft locked in here. He has Spider, so he's gonna have to fight PB Guardian here to get out. Though what I'd imagine has happened here is that Dace does not realize that this whole area is locked by supers, so he's probably looking for supers in Dark Torvus.
Yeah, which is. Is there
Why
anything
else
down here other than that?
This could be
Plaza,
the
maybe
Aegon
some-
key.
Yeah, could be the Aegon key. Yeah.
Not even looking. He just wants PB Guardian, but we basically know that that can't be anything. We have info on basically all the items.
Could be an Aegon key.
No, it can't. That's Dark Torvus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
So a Chica key, maybe. That's the best you're gonna get out of this. A Chica key for Super Zone Chica, but I don't think you're going for that either way. Light ammo resets.
I
Oh,
don't
so he
even
probably
bother.
did make
Wow.
it safe. Okay, that's super smart then.
Wow.
Yeah.
But didn't even
Just-
bother with the boss. That's interesting.
Yeah, just a quick peek. Wants to know if it's supers. Doesn't want to bother with doing PB Guardian. No boost. It's a slow fight. I understand. Commits a lot of
Hasn't
resources.
touched Torvis, so it doesn't have the Dark Visor to go check GFMC ship, unfortunately. Doesn't have the Echo Visor. I don't think... Do we need Echo for anything? No. We
No,
don't.
unless you want to go grab that boost ball. It depends. Oh, if Rico does not know how... If Rico
did Rico
doesn't...
grab the...
Okay,
Did
this is
Rico
all...
grab the Dynamo Works key?
No. So
Why
that's
are
the
we-
big if here, right? You need Echo for boost ball, for the gravity boost in Hive Dynamo, which if there's an Aegon key down here in the water, then Rico needs to go do all of that if he does not know how to do Aegon key skip. That's all ifs, ifs, ifs. If the Aegon key is down here, that leads to that whole chain.
Rico did not grab the Dynamo Works key. I guess we could save warp. Or I guess we could warp there. That looks like a missile.
Missile indeed.
Gathering Hall hints, the funniest hints. Spider Ball in Cache 1.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I would hope that Dace goes to Sang here. Sang, the hints hold all of the answers for us.
Finally get to learn what Pod W is. Is it a chicken key?
It's an Aegon key. It's an Aegon key.
It'd be funny if it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so remaining Aegon key is in Taurus.
Yes.
It would be funny if that was a chicken key. That would have been like, what else do we have in Ing Reliquary, which is not checked, by the way. Defiled Shrine, which is not
Secant
checked, by the way.
missiles. Attempt number 1. Secant
Challenge
missiles.
missing. Challenge not
Number
missing.
2 is correct. It's better than my, like, what was it, 10 attempt Seeker missile there. It was bad.
Really? You got challenge missing that hard?
Yeah, there's a clip in in the Rando Discord somewhere. It's bad. I was just yapping him like on the 10th try at that point. Daze doing an underwater dash for this. Below this door, there's this terminal that you can scan to just raise the bar. Sir!
He's forgetting.
Objection.
Scan it. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Ugh.
Grr. Angry man shakes fist at runners
People.
who are doing their best. I have no right to be angry. They're putting on a heck of a show for us. Go give our runners a follow. They are amazing players. Bot's not working. Go give them a follow anyway. Threads the needle.
Rico going here. Why are we finally going to Torvis?
I feel like...
No, okay, we're going to the energy controller. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I guess we could. Yeah, we guess we could take the energy controller. to
Yeah.
Torvis.
Hey, we're gonna learn what's in Torvis energy controller. Yo, that's a spicy play. I like it. If we're hint hunting anyway, then this is definitely the route you take. Super cleverly devised by Rico. Yeah,
For a
that is
second,
what
I
we're doing.
thought Dace was
Nice.
going to do screw attack air underwater.
Oh
For
yeah.
a second there. That would be crazy. I've only
Really?
seen that in TASs.
Training chamber hints, surely, or have we been here?
We have not.
Probably opens it up and then grabs the hint, surely.
Alright, Torvis energy controller has E.
E. There's the hint
Hints.
from this. All right, both hints.
Echo and Tempo.
Torvis. Dark Torvis, Sank, and Torvis for the Taurus keys.
Dark Torvis, Sank, and Torvis.
Yes, thank you, Rico, for pausing on that for us. Dace is indeed going to Sank, so we're basically seeing the reverse now. Rico headed into Torvis, Dace headed into Sank, basically doing what they both just did, but in reverse. Yeah, I would say Rico has the benefit of having boost ball here for the missing puzzle pieces, but sadly does not. Where is this Echo Visor that Dace is sitting on?
GFMC ship.
Ooh, that's a painful one.
Yeah.
At least there's the hint down here in Lower Torvis that is chilling on in Temple Grounds, so that basically gives it away because we know it can't be Hall of Honor dead. But still, that's gotta feel bad. Once you read that, you have to backtrack for GFMC, then go all the way back to main gyro if you do want the boost. Yeah.
Rico's gonna have access to underground tunnel though this way. That is a funny way to have access to underground tunnel.
True.
Yeah.
Guy Temple Grounds and Torvus Bog, and I hope that this is the moment where it clicks for Dace. That it's like, oh, there might be more than one, and it's not just profane, maybe. I wholeheartedly believe that he looked at Paul W, went, that's nothing, and then just turned around. He's not going to be remembering that.
Yep.
We are probably going to see an Aegon key skip play from Dace's side.
Oh, we don't have that many checks left in Sank, actually.
Yeah.
There's not that many at all.
It was, in fact,
That was
E up
an E,
here. Yeah. Dace falls down here. It's gonna go for Sank map. That's an unknown check to us.
Kind of spooky. You don't want to crash.
Crash?
Is Rico done in Torvus? No. Okay. Yeah, you can crash here if you do this without fighting Quinton.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Apparently,
That's
Leno has crashed here a few times.
Ooh.
Sank map done.
News to me. Noted. I shall fight Quentin always now.
We got Path of Roots hints. Yes, we did, and we know Path of Roots was something. Dace got it. That was key.
Check a key then.
Oh, you gotta fight Quinton.
Gravity boost hint. Okay, so Dace is probably aware of that as well, despite not having had the Hive Dynamo Works hints. Oh, well, I guess we're never saving here.
I don't think we need to. I think we can clear out the entirety of.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, welcome Raiders. This is lower round 4, I think, of the Metro Prime Mentor tournament. We got Dace, our 2nd seed, versus Rico, our 16th seed. I'm not exactly sure who's ahead at this point.
Same. It's been
depends on what Dace requires for quad.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter too much because we do have a hint in the energy controller telling us where boost is, so he's probably going to be able to just pick that up and go quad anyway. But yeah, still.
Actually, our 2 remaining hints have to be Tumos and Chica. So our remaining hints are useless. Well, actually, our remaining hints, one of them is good. You can tell us where the super missiles are. Tell us where the super missiles are. If Chica's dead, then those super missiles are definitely on.
It's only a 1 in 3 right now for Chica, but I mean, that's there.
Did Dace scan dungeon? Please don't.
He did not. He checked it visually.
Did he? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I believe it was nothing, like ammo or a burger.
I'm not sure he did.
I'm 100% sure. I saw him in the poison water shoot the cache.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. You were writing down hints on the other side, I believe.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, so he does spot the SDK in the in the pipe there. This race was set up a little bit late because Dace and I were specifically practicing this
oh, really?
Right here.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, this has been a menace for him, so let's see how well he does this time. I think it took him like 20 and 10 or 15 minutes respectively in the other 2 races this has been required for him. So close on the first attempt, not quite enough of a slope jump. Too much to the left there.
For a second.
Absolutely. What is it you're looking for?
Abandoned worksite. I don't remember what it was. I'm curious.
I believe just like a missile or ammo.
Also, I don't know what dungeon is. Like I can see it, but I don't know what it is. I'd like to know what it is. But... right. Let's check abandoned worksite.
Not quite getting enough of a slope here. There we go. Nicely done. Within basically a minute, gets it. I'm so proud of this man. Practice paying off here. That spider track is not active though. No spider guardian has been beaten yet.
So you gotta do a slope jump or a base jump.
Turn around though. Why is Dace turning around here?
We want hints, do we not?
We do, but we've been through here. He went through mini gyro to get here. So where are we going without?
We should be going for O'Lear hints, is what I'm thinking. Or maybe he wants to go for O'Lear last. Back to Aegon? Okay.
What do we have in Aegon?
Worm?
Worm?
I guess we do worm.
Oh no, please don't tell me you're going for quad.
Okay, we're doing quad.
Don't do Lucaris now. I don't think this guy knows how to surprise
Hive
me.
gyro?
Hive gyro? Yeah, but you don't have boost though. Why are we going here?
Do we know how to do boost?
You can
Boost
do
this.
it quick.
Hive entrance.
No.
No? Hive entrance
No.
is not logical till supers.
You get a save here. I really hope he saves before quad here. Just in case he doesn't realize that he needs boost.
Last time he saved was on lower Taurus, and he got nothing in the meantime. Aside from the spite from Dynamax. Or maybe he's going for grab here. Gonna do the sequel?
Oh, yeah, that's true. We do have that shitting over here. He does know this out of bounds for sure.
Yep.
Oh,
Grab.
he's going
Not
for
bad.
it. Okay. Yes. Remember,
What
he
is
needs to be-
our Aegon key? Is it in Torvis? So it could be...
That's just
Aegon key is in Torvis. So it could be
Yeah.
TTS or TT.
that's
And in
true.
fact,
Good. Nice. Gets the instant unmorph. Doesn't fall all the way down. Camera didn't troll him and go backwards for no reason. Now needs to just either jump up a little bit more. You need to be a little bit more backwards, I think. If you're too close to the door, you'll just kind of like fall down. Oh no, actually, no.
there we go.
The height that you can be at. Fall down over here, and after a little bit of legal cheating, we are now next to the Hive Dynamo Works pod. That is, in fact, our gravity boost. Alright, see if he remembers how to do the return. For the return, you need to go into the light worlds to reset your terminal fall. After returning to the dark world here. You need to screw attack into the tunnel and then trigger the terminal fall. Which, if you don't trigger it, you fall quite a bit down. You have to like do a recovery, which takes quite a bit of time. So let's see how he ends up doing. Could be a bit tricky
This
with
is
screw attacking
logical,
into the
yeah.
tunnel.
This is logical, yes.
It is. Dace doesn't know it yet because he does not know where the boost ball is. But it is indeed logical. So probably covering his bases with this, hoping that boost might be behind the grab boost here. Actually, no, it can't be because you need grab boost. Yeah, that's gotta be a fall. Yep. You need to go. You need a neutral jump and then tap right to kind of like land on top of the tunnel, like in slash on top. Not Chica. Chica has a missile.
Okay.
All right, so Boost Guardian has our super missile.
So our Sank entrance hit is our 2%.
So, if you're Rico right now, what do? You can go into Boost Guardian and leave. It does require a bit of a trick. It's not too complicated. But you could leave with the Super Missile. Or do you keep hunting for the Echo slash boost with that?
Oh, what was that?
Like light ammo? No?
Dark ammo.
Multiplayer upgrade? Dark ammo?
Dark ammo.
Dark ammo. Okay. Alright, on
Did
the
we
other
ever
side,
actually end up checking Torvis Grove? Or Torvis Lagoon? I don't actually remember if we did.
nicely done. He's
Oh, we
either
finally
jumping
got
up,
it? Nice.
it hit the trigger in like really good time actually. We looked away over to Rico's screen for a second and he was out already, so nicely done. Up. Bit down.
Just checking this item. Hopefully it's then to a save warp.
I'd hope so too. Or just to take a save here, like peek the item. It's
not
going
even
for the
checking the item.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't even
nice.
see the item. Hello?
Yeah, probably gonna save and then turn around, check it on the way out. I mean, that's valid. His goal right now is boost ball, so he kind of knows this is not what he needs. And supers is in Dark Torvis, so he knows this basically can't be anything.
So Rico needs to take this Med Vista portal.
Actually, that's not true. This could be double damage, but yeah, you know, do you go and do tricks for it? I don't think so. It's me.
Rico's not taking Med Vista portal. We are just assuming that supers cannot be lower Torvis though. Rico should be going for this.
Dace going for quad here. I think he's going to be wasting some time. I don't believe he knows how to do boost his quad.
I guess we'll find out.
Luckily did take that save, so this is going to cost him like half of a quad fight until he probably realizes. This is going to buy Rico some extra time. Question is what's going to happen on Rico's end now. Because Rico did just collect Medvista. What are the keys left for Rico right now?
I believe now that we know Chica's dead, everything is in logic. We know everything's in logic. They don't know everything's in logic. Because we know Boost Guardian has to have supers.
Okay, we see Rico warping again. But where to? Has he had the hint that tells him where Echo is? I don't believe so. I think lower Torvus is the only place Rico hasn't been. Oh, of course, because you don't have supers.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, that's dirty, huh? Doesn't have supers, so he's not going to be able to get that hint. So basically he has to blind walk into the Echo Visor right now. So he's just going to end up full clearing Aegon here, I guess. Or Rico's
there's nothing in Aegon that's logical for Rico, though. Same processing, no. Battleground cache, I guess.
Yeah.
Not
So, or
kids.
maybe Rico's been
Cache
practicing, knows how to do Aegon key skip. In that case, you just run for Incash 2 here. You grab that. You do
Forgot
Aegon key
about
skip.
Sand Canyon. Wow.
And Canyon, not known for Rico. Okay. Just a missile. Alright.
We know there's a
Third
Hive
fight
key in Dark
done.
Aegon. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're remembering how to do this fight. We gotta shoot the antenna first.
Huh. I don't think Dace has done this fight very often. This just goes to show you this fight kind of never shows up.
Yeah.
It's just such a shame. It's such a cool fight.
Yeah.
Here as well, you can blind shoot at quad here, but if you have Echo Visor, I recommend just pulling it up because you get a lock-on point and all of these missiles and light beam shots would be just hitting.
I think Rico might be doing worm skip.
Quad is a dark creature, so dark beam doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Half damage, in fact.
Is Rico really gonna do Aegon key skip?
Ooh, might just want to try
Maybe
for it.
Incash 4?
Incash 4 play. Could be.
Incash 4, we don't have Warrior's Walk. The only thing is either Incash 4 and Worm here. I think we're gonna do Worm. Incash 4 will be a weird play here. But it's like it's like the only thing we have left.
Yeah, like we said, yeah, he's out of hints that he can probably grab, and it's basically just looking for that Echo Visor. Knows he has to like blind run into it at this point. That is, if he's not comfortable with Cash B Chasm. Otherwise, I would have recommended him to just do that instead. But yeah, I think he's just picking up all the leftover checks that he's left behind here. And, I mean, sooner rather than later, he's surely going to run into GFMC and, yeah, run into that key. Alright, this is the moment that either we get super surprised by Dace actually knowing how to do this, or...
And we are surprised that Dace knows how to do this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh,
That is that a standable? I know you can stand on the legs here. Yes,
you can stand on
that's
his
what we're
knees.
aiming for. Maybe not that one. That one's quite high up, I think.
While this is happening, I will go back into the VOD and confirm some items. I'm curious what Central Mining Station was.
Did we ever get a good look at CMS?
We did. Both players took a look at it.
Rico warping to Great Temple. He's in the right place.
Still looking for what to do.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at the checks. He's sooner
Go
rather than
to
later.
Dark Torvis Arena. Change the thing.
He doesn't have
No.
boost, so probably doesn't want to break that logic chain.
But it is in logic. Dark Torvis Arena is in logic. Oh, it doesn't know that it's not logic. Doesn't know because it hasn't found the Echo Visor. Where is the Echo Visor in?
It's in Lower Torvis, so you'd have to do Cash V Chasm to even get that, because, yeah, exactly. Oh, Dace finds the standable. Your attack's over, gets on. There's one. Nice. Okay, just needs one more. Woo. I am super proud of both of these runners for going for this incredible trick in a race like this. Alright, shoots it down. Needs to get this one more time. Gets the standable. Gets on. Oh my god, well done.
Doer Gaming. Doer Gaming.
Super gaming from both of our runners. I have never been this proud.
Healing nature too. Like,
Oh yeah.
magnificent. All right, GFMC Echo Visor into Boost Guardian is probably what Rico's gonna do. But I think Dace is now in go mode.
I think so, yeah. I mean, he does know how to do Aegon Key skip, unless, I mean, he did go for that gravity boost, so might just be looking for that last Aegon Key. If he remembers the Sky Temple Grounds red key, perhaps could have it in the back of his head of like, okay, that's just the last thing I'm going to pick up right before going to Amorbis. So, you know, it could be that he picked up the gravity boost just to return to Lower Torvis. Check that real quick, see if there's any red key shenanigans happening there. Again, kind of weird that he didn't check blog, if that is his thought process here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'll be interested to see what actually ends up happening between these two racers, because Rico about to hit the final piece of the puzzle that he needs to actually unlock the entire seed here. So, I mean, both of our runners are going right now. Dace on 3 SDKs versus Rico's 4, and has now found that last piece of the puzzle.
Do we do Sank Entrance into... I think Sank Entrance might be the fastest way, but I don't think Rico's done Gateway.
Sank Entrance with what boost?
Oh,
That's not happening. Yeah, this is...
Sank Entrance is my favorite meme room for a reason, because it has like a ridiculous amount of requirements.
Yup.
For no reason.
Dace remembers that he hasn't been here, checks the item, smart, and goes for the vault portal. Nice. Tries to go for a cheeky roll jump. Anti.
So I think Rico does. I think Rico does. Wait, how do we get back to Sank here? The fastest way to get back to Sank.
Has Rico opened this shortcut? Maybe not, because he is turning around. Also, welcome Raiders from SpeedGaming. You have joined us for the lower bracket of the Mentor tournament here. Both of our runners performing a stellar race here with some quite complicated tricks here and there. So, if you're interested, stay and watch.
Yeah, I believe right now Dace is ahead, but there's the wrinkle about the Aegon key that he elected to skip earlier.
Yeah.
Whereas Rico is really stuck on grabbing supers here, it seems like.
Yeah, could go for that Aegon key skip. See, he is still scanning hints, so when he gets to Olir... might just grab the hint there and still grab Boost Ball anyway. So that might buy Rico a little bit of time here, even though that Boost Ball, as we know, not very required. We needed to grab the super missiles. Need in quotation marks. You can also do a trick where you grab the item and then destroy a couple of the sand blocks that are normally blocking your exits let them respawn, and during their respawn animation, they actually don't drop you, so you can just roll over them.
I wonder if it's faster to get to the energy controller by save warping here or taking the elevator. Probably save warping. Yeah, it probably is actually faster to save warp rather than take the main energy controller.
Yeah.
That's the good news about Boost Ball.
Yeah.
Can grab that right now.
Shoot
Not sure
some
if it's
pellets,
worth it to grab
though.
it right now. Actually, might still be worth it.
After, yeah.
We could
Though
run a
after
Sank,
quad,
okay.
that feels terrible for Dace, though. Same as with Rico before. You do quad boostless, you feel amazing, and then you get that hit. Oh, that's gotta feel terrible.
I think it feels terrible for Dace more so than Rico, because Rico doesn't have access to the main gyro until just now. It's probably going to go for it.
I agree.
So I think Dace grabs... You can grab boost on your way over to the save station.
That's
it's literally
true.
on the way.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you a peek over at the temple here. Temple access. Which, I mean, we know it's nothing. He should know
Supers
it's
are not required for anything, so I doubt Rico goes for it. But, well, supers are required to get to lower Torvis.
Torvis, yeah.
Which Rico needs for light suit. Dace does not, because Dace did Cash B Chasm. I don't know if Dace or Rico knows how to do Cash B Chasm.
We get a little bit of a high five here. Both runners in the same room doing the exact same trick to try and get past here. You kind of need to kill this quad before you can exit this room anyway, because the
or you
doors
could
do
just
unlock.
also activate the cannon.
Ooh, that's smart. Activating the cannon, if the quad is above it, does one-shot it. Looks like the quad wasn't quite there for
No
Rico.
leaving loud.
Yeah, I think Dace is going to be finding the same harsh reality in a second here, that this door does in fact lock. Yeah, did spot that, so you do have to kill this quad. For this quad, you want to kill the bottom half of it first. Because...
What?
Huh?
The way Rico just did that was Matrix-like. That looked cheaty. What? I bet Rico didn't even know that the quad head respawns.
Nice.
Oh, incredible.
But yeah, so that respawns, quirk of this room, so kill bottom half first. Normally.
Like, laid a bomb to kill the quad legs, and then like accidentally flew the cannon straight into the head of the dude.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I guess we're going to be seeing it from both of our runners here.
How does Dace cross this? Are we gonna have to do the screw attack method here? We are.
You can just screw attack across this. If you fail, it's no biggie. You can screw attack across this to get out, and then you just kind of gotta get one though, because the the gyro likes to bully you here. Yeet. There we go. Gets past the damage barrier, and now you're just free to leave.
Finally,
He's not
we can
scanning
hold
the
down
hint
the B button
anymore.
and let go and go fast.
Yeah, not scanning the hint here anymore. Does tell me that he is thinking go mode.
Yep. What are our remaining Aegon hints? Pod W. Wait, did Rico not do Profane Path? Oh, we didn't have Echo. Oh, Torvis Bog.
What do we do here? Does Dace go for boost? Looks like he does go for boost.
Yeah, the boost is.
Oh yeah, one of the SDKs is Plaza, isn't it? You kind of want boost.
Oh, that's
still.
right. Yeah, we need boost. Yeah.
Completely forgot about that one.
Hard required. We've been. Oopsie, wrong colors. Wrong colors.
Almost. Yeah. This puzzle, we are playing on new patcher, so this puzzle is randomly generated and can sometimes be a little bit troll. Especially if you're not too familiar with how these blocks move, you can sometimes be stuck on that for a little bit.
Whoa. Oh no, Rico doesn't know how to do the trick. We're gonna do Spider Guardian. Oh my god, we have a race, dude.
Trick? What trick are we?
The Dynaworks tunnel. We're doing Spider Guardian.
Okay. Ha!
I have no idea who's winning this race.
Yeah, this is quite close at this point.
Is that Pod W key? We still don't know where that other Aegon key is. It's a Torvis Bog somewhere. It could be Blog. It could be... Where could it be? Yeah, Plaza Access, Hydro Chamber Storage. Training Chamber was dead. That's right. And Transit Tunnel East and South. And Rico probably also wants the Grav as well.
Oh, right. That's probably why he's doing this. He wants that gravity boost.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes.
which then gives us the Aegon key, or at least
Yeah.
like access to the Aegon key.
Yeah, so Soaring Wyvern letting us know in chat that he does in fact know that trick, and that makes sense, but this is like a double right here. You get and an SDK, and you get the gravity boost that's on Hive.
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't know
yeah.
the door morph secret world in Hive Dynamo.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. If you want both of the items, it's probably just as fast just to do Spider Guardian while you're here than it is to go for both of those tricks.
Do we have to reload the room for the puzzle?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, okay. So you have to reload the room for the Echo lock, but not to go to Airy, right?
Correct. You could just go to
correct.
Airy right now if you wanted to. Yeah. Rico gonna be dropped here. Yeah, that's an unfortunate quirk about this boss. If you hit any cutscene, if you are mid-air, your momentum will just completely drop to zero. You'll just drop like a sandbag after the after the cutscene.
A little late on the bombs. We could drop a power bomb. That is an option, Rando. If you do this vanilla with a power bomb, if you power bomb the Spider Guardian, you will soft lock.
Yeah.
Vanilla. But we made it so that it's not an issue. Or rather, the developers made it so that it's not an issue.
Yes.
I did not develop this video game. I did not develop Rando or the video game.
Low, high. Mid-low.
You could sing it in your head if you want.
And low. Nice. Okay. So
Now, Boost Ball is skippable. Torvus Plaza, you can secret roll for that, I believe.
You can secret roll for it, or you can do a screw attack.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Get across it.
I was thinking of Plaza Access for some reason.
Ah, yes.
Did I write down Plaza Access on accident? No, I did not. Okay, good.
Okay. It wouldn't have surprised me if it was just Plaza Access and I hold up that, but you know, I do believe it was Plaza, yes. This is actually kind of nice, just grabbing that boost, because that Aegon key is left somewhere in Torvus. That could just be in Plaza. Access.
No,
Plaza Access.
Plaza Access, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little shocked that Dace didn't even check Hydro Chamber storage.
Me too. That could just be an unfortunate if it's there. Then again, has the gravity boost now, so that's probably his last... It's probably his last check in this entire chain anyway. That's the last thing you check, so it doesn't bite him too much. Though if that was a red key, that's probably the first thing you want to have seen. So it will be unfortunate if it's there, but likely not the end of the world. Camera. If you hold boost, your camera will just flip left and right. And more shoots once.
I really just don't know who's ahead until we figure out what Dace is going to do with Worm.
Yeah, until we figure out what's happening here, or even where that key is, right? Because Rico about to grab that key and the gravity boost, and then it's basically on par with Dace. Oh, the only unfortunate thing for now for Rico is that FTA is still an SDK and doesn't have that light suit yet, which is chilling in under Transit 1 of all places.
Yep.
Which...
That's the big concern with the super missiles. That's probably why Rico hasn't done. That's probably why Rico will go for the supers.
Yeah.
Just to get down to under Transit 1.
I think so. Just to get down to lower Torvus, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Rico has not actually checked Mining Plaza yet.
And there's the gravity boost. Meanwhile, on the other side, we see Dace utilizing the gravity boosts to try and find this last Aegon key. Hopefully remembers about Profane Path.
Yep.
Alright, red key or not? Survey says underwater bomb jumps are slightly different in echoes. Ooh, no, but that is double damage. We do like that. Yeah, the timing of underwater bomb jumps is slightly different from the one in Prime, which is kind of awkward if you're a Prime versus Echoes player. But did a good job there. Okay, so first item, double damage. We do have Annihilator, so we do get TTS as well. And while we're down here in Lower Torvis, I guess Blog isn't your final check, as I was saying. I think you do that after TTS here.
Yeah, you check blog, then we go off to Upper Torvis, Plaza access, and that's it.
Yeah, because I mean, Plaza is your last check anyway.
So that tells us Dace
Vista.
is going to go for the keys. So now we need to acknowledge whether or not Dace remembers Pod W.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the big concern here.
Which, to be fair, he full sweeps Torvis here, so it shouldn't really matter, because after he full sweeps Torvis, he crosses that out and knows, okay, wherever I hotdogged it, it's in Sky Temple Grounds. So you start checking all of Sky Temple Grounds, and should just happen upon that. That, I believe, was just a missile in TTS.
Yes, correct.
Going through another tunnel? Okay, yeah. Turns around, realizes I need to be heading for the middle room. Maybe.
Probably gonna jump up here. Yep. Back to the
Okay. Yeah, I don't think
I
that's
think Rico's
necessary.
we're gonna bust
Yeah,
the Lower Torvis on Rico's side.
Yeah, you don't have Cannonball. That's only necessary if you have Cannonball. If you don't, you just go for the cannon in the middle of the room. Shoot you up. It's a lot faster.
Okay, Rico is busting into Lower Torvis this way, so we might be skipping supers on both players.
Ooh, it's going to be doing statue skip. Probably really not going to be happy upon reading that hint that Echo Visor is in Temple Grounds here.
Yeah. But Rico is ahead on SDKs.
Bit of a dagger. Yeah. Dace missing out on Meditation Vista and... Question mark?
Hasn't done Tumos actually.
Oh, Tumos. That's it. Yeah. To be fair,
Okay.
that's... Okay. Nice. That's
Plaza
neat,
Axis is our super missile.
is our Aegon key. Yes.
Oh, sorry, hang on, key.
Super's on the Boost Guardian.
Boost Guardian, correct, yes. Just don't know which one, Pipe or Boss.
We do have a tracking document if you want to read along with where all of the stuff is right now. Which it does include the locations and who has picked up which SDKs.
Yes. Rico is going to find light suits, which is nice.
Rico doing the statue skip here needs to be a
Too
little bit
low.
higher up. Yeah, you want to be about where the upper notch is there. You see the little like black
About
arrows
there.
almost pointing in. Yeah, right about there, basically. You want to fall down just a little bit from the top. Oh, that would have been really good if he'd released R at the right time.
Yep.
Yeah, both of those attempts actually really close. That one too. It's just the boost is going to the bottom left. Probably flicking up or down a bit too early. You need to like hold neutral for a little bit and then left or right, I believe. Yeah, stick inputs is what's keeping him back here. That was better, but a little bit too low in that scenario. Right, Dace hasn't been in this direction, so in his mind, Grove, etc. could also still be the key. But we know that it is not there.
I would have
Gets
preferred
very hidden.
Dace. I would have preferred Dace to save warp and then go to because Dace doesn't check Torva's energy controller.
Okay.
I would have preferred Dace to
true.
save warp, get the energy, or like return the energy, and then warp to Torva's energy controller. That way.
That's a really smart route. I really like that.
I'm always on the lookout for Tumos routing. Oh, and Rico gets it, by the way. Missed it.
Ooh,
Forgot.
nice. Good
Okay.
job.
Oof, we have a race. Like this is actually kind of close now.
Yeah, it is.
Rico's gonna stumble into, probably gonna stumble into this light suit. Has the Pod W knowledge. Doesn't know about Profane Path. That's the awkward thing for Rico. The Profane Path play here. Dace is gonna have the advantage of doing Medvista and Plaza in one pass. I don't know why we have the. This is
Dace
weird.
likes to dash out a little bit to make it easier to get to this item. Yeah, that's smart. Morphing there to accelerate gravity a little bit. Making you hit the terminal fall trigger faster. I've never considered that.
The one issue Rico actually Rico can't go up into Taurus, has to save warp, and then that's gonna be a little awkward. Just to get it's gonna be a little slower.
But why?
to get to Upper Torvus from here?
No, the Upper Torvus super door is one-sided. You can go to Upper Torvus from
Oh, is it? Okay. Whoa.
here. Yes. So as long as you've killed the pirates, if you've done the pirate fight, you can go to Upper. Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, there's opening the gate. Let's see what he ends up doing first. Should just go in here first. I think what he ends up doing, he's gonna be at the energy controller and then be disappointed that that's not the the last Aegon key. So your route would have been really smart because then you can warp out from there.
Oh, I know what I did wrong. I put the Torvus key in the wrong spot. Oh, shit.
Rico right now, treading in Dace's footsteps, though, does have the extra SDK of 2 mols. Dace does, in fact, confirm that that is the last Aegon key. So we know this. He is not fully in the know yet.
What's he looking for in Plaza? Oh, the key.
That's right. SDK. Yes. Or in his mind, I guess, if this is not an SDK, you are still looking for the extra Aegon key.
Did you see that? Did the missile go through the ground to reach the pirate?
I don't know. I didn't spot that, but
So what happened is he shot.
clip
he
it and
froze
ship
him.
it.
He froze the pirate and then shot a missile, but then the missile maybe went through the ground because the pirate flew through the floor.
Huh.
It was really weird. Beam related in dungeon.
Makes sense. We've seen weirder things in Echoes.
I just
team
looked like
bully
the
with a
missile
sporb.
followed him through the floor. It was really weird.
The Sporb! Not the Sporb, dude! Stop trolling. Boost Unmorph. Looks clean. It's a little bit too far. This Unmorph is always just really awkward. You can go to the left side, take a little bit of a time loss, and it's a little bit easier because I believe the collision is a bit thicker. If you go to the other side over here, but this way is faster. Yeah, too early. It's all about the boost angle plus the unmorph timing here. Which is why I really dislike this room, because it's all about feeling. There's no golden formula that's like do this and that gets you up here. That looks good. Oh, he bounced off of the collision. That's unfortunate. He's gonna shoot the Sporb. Understandably so. Yeah, Sporb
I would
doesn't care.
Sonic Boom that bastard. Literally just Sonic Boom the dude.
Yeah. This has got to feel terrible as well. You're 2 hours into a race. You've basically, in your eyes, found boost at an hour 47 in. And then to be struggling with this room. Sporb absolutely inting you at every corner.
Okay, he's now dead. Thank goodness.
Okay.
The terror is over.
Peace and quiet. Yeah. Now it is just us and the terrible room minus all the terrible enemies. Oh, let's see this clip in chat, actually.
Oh, it just barely missed the ledge. Okay, it didn't go through the. It didn't go through.
And Dace is up there. Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You see what I mean? How it looked weird there for a second?
Yeah, I understand where that came from. Rico, meanwhile, doing PB Guardian.
Yep.
What are we looking for on PB Guardian right now?
Light suits.
Oh, light suits. Light suit. Yes, correct. In which case,
Dace
arguably,
just for some reason skipped it.
yeah, arguably the correct route here to do this first, then grapple and under transit.
That's what you would have done. I believe you exactly said that.
Yes.
Yep.
Even though this fight without boost is a little bit slow, so it's understandable that he'd not go for it. Under transit 1 is the freest of all the checks down here, so yeah. I understand the play.
This could be a hive key. We have a missing hive key in Dark Tortoise.
Where's Dace going though? So we know supers are on Boost Guardian. Maybe. Oh, did he skip out on the poison bog hint? So maybe for him this is still on the table. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or might have not written it down or
related.
something. Has to be missile. Yes.
Yeah, it's missile, yeah.
Or perhaps forgot for a second that supers are a beam related upgrade,
Well,
not a
that is
missile
in
related upgrade.
Ing Hive Key 3.
Alright.
Okay, remaining Ing Hive Key is in Dark Aegon. And our remaining Torvis key is in Dark Torvis. So we're probably going to run into it here.
Yeah.
We're not doing Under Temple?
Oh,
We're not doing Under Temple access here as Rico?
I see what happened here for Dace. He was going for this save station, and a missile related upgrade in his eyes could still have been infinite missiles.
Oh, okay. But didn't you check Vault?
No, I don't think he ever went there. Maybe. He went through the Vault portal, but
Yeah.
did he actually check Vault? I don't think so, because we never got reconfirmation that it was, in fact.
Why did Rico take the portal back? Don't we want Under Temple and Under Temple access? Why are we going back up here? Did he misread the key and think it's the Aegon key? Why are we doing this?
Went through the
Take the
portal
portal again.
Maybe he's gonna take the portal again here just to peek the item real quick.
We should, because we want the suit in Dark Torvis.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so just a misroute. Okay.
No, probably a PB refill. Probably
Oh,
one
maybe just didn't know
refill.
enough PBs. That's
Yep.
words. Funny game.
Could have been he was down there with 0 PBs, at which point you need to go out this way, yeah.
Under Temple access, nothing.
Alright, let's see, Dace. Paw W. This is you right here. Alright, he doesn't
Good.
miss it. Did remember from way back when.
All right, Dace is 100% go mode. Meanwhile,
Should be, yeah. What do we got? We got Inkash 2, we have Worm and
FTA.
FTA, right. FTA probably the last thing you grab here. Grab FTA and then just go.
Meanwhile, Rico has to go to all the way to Profane Path, which is rough.
Oh
it's
yeah,
not looking
Profane
good.
Path. The last Aegon key, that's right.
Also Plaza. I mean, he's going to clear up also Plaza. I mean, he's just behind generally. The
Still
only
needs to find the lights in here. Yeah.
yeah, he's missing. He's behind the keys, like really far behind. Actually, he really needed Dace to hot dog that Aegon key, but it's
Yeah. Aegon key skip would have maybe been a game changer here, because not only did Days need to do the out of bounds to get in, but also out.
Yeah.
That part can take quite a while if you, because that one is tricky to do, even for experienced runners. All right, Rico fighting Grapple Guardian. Again, arguably the correct route here.
Now Sonic Boom. Good.
Hey, you love
Oh.
to see it. A little bit
Little
high
too
up. Yeah, you want to be aiming for the ground here, I believe, like below Grapple Guardian. He's got infinite stuff, so it's fine anyway. No infinite missiles though, but yeah. Okay, this going for FTA now.
Chicken key? No. Okay. So our remaining chicken key is also our remaining chicken key is also Dark Torvis Arena.
Oh,
So
true.
supers and chicken key on Dark Torvis Arena.
Lol. Nice. Yeah, super interesting that neither of our runners getting the supers.
But I imagine Rico might. Maybe?
Yeah.
No. Well, no, we don't
No.
need it at all. We don't
Yeah,
need
we
it at all.
don't
Not even
need
for
it.
Torvis Energy Controller, not even for...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing really.
I guess if you're really slow on the wall crawl, maybe you'll go for it, but...
Yeah, Ain't no way
not.
though. This late into a seed, that is not what you're thinking. You're like, all right.
Rico, you can't go this way because unless you climb the room. Yep, we're climbing the room. Okay. Would have been
Why are
ideal
we
for
climbing
Rico
the room?
to
We're climbing
open
to
the gate.
We're climbing to save warp, probably.
Yeah, because if he was in Crypt or if he was in Gathering Hall and opened the portal, then he would be doing this. He would be taking the portal.
But why are we
I don't think
save
he did.
warping? Because we have everything we need to go find this Aegon key in Taurus here now. So
But we can't take we can't take the Crypt portal because we didn't open it. So this is faster to get to Upper Tortoise to save warp, I think, than going all the way back to dungeon or Tortoise and then going back up. Or maybe it is faster to go to dungeon. I don't actually know.
through dungeon should be quite fast, especially if you have gravity boosts. You just zoom through those rooms and get to upper. Not the route that Rico's thinking of here, though.
We have returned the energy Baja, so maybe that's what.
Oh
Rico's
yeah,
thinking.
that's right. That might actually be big brain here. Yeah,
It'd just be slightly faster.
save warp into the energy controller. Yeah,
I don't know.
light is fast. Correct. This is probably faster then. Yeah, it's going all the way to dungeon and then
Yeah.
through there,
Definitely-
take an elevator upper.
Yeah, it would have been
Same.
ideal to open the crypt portal when you were in Gathering Hall, but
Yeah, honestly, same. My brain is too small, and these runners have outgamed me on every corner of this seed.
yeah.
From doing boostless quad on both sides to like giga brain routing with this energy controller warp left and right.
And honestly,
been
Boostless
a
Quad
blast
doesn't
to
look
watch.
like. Is Boostless Quad intermediate or advanced? Like I feel like I feel like it's easy enough to be intermediate by the looks of it.
Probably. It kind of depends on probably like the energy requirements of it. Because you're stuck in there for a while, then you know. If there's a risk of dying during tricks, it'll probably bump it up a little bit.
You guys, the only majors we don't know about are Dark Burst and Sunburst. That is it.
My prediction is that Sunburst is the thing that we saw in Mining Plaza.
I think it might be CMS. I think Sunburst might be CMS. I think Mining Plaza was a missile. I'm not sure.
Because
I will remember to ask them what.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Question from chat was mentor tourney without mentors. We are in the playoffs now, so me having been one of the mentors, I'm extremely proud of these mentees. They are showing off everything that we've taught them and more. It's incredible to watch, honestly. They're running on their own right now, and they're doing an incredible job at playing.
And I'm really impressed with Rico. Like, he looks like a top seed.
Yeah, actually.
He's actually a middle seed, like dead middle. I think he's right in the middle. I think how many players? 30 players in this tournament? Or 32?
Something like that, yeah.
And he's 16th seed, so performing really well. But it looks like he's in deep trouble here. I think it would take several disasters for him to lose at this point, unfortunately. Why are we checking this here? Oh, for the key. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, we need the key.
Plaza access key. After that, what's left for Rico in terms of it's either Defiled Shrine at Curse Lake or Profane Path is Rico's remaining Sky Temple grounds. Probably gonna do Defiled Shrine last. Might do a Cursed Lake before Profane Path, although Profane Path is probably faster than a Cursed Lake. Ooh, I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Profane Path leads us to FTA, so probably gonna do FTA. Probably gonna do Profane Path, and that's gonna be nice. So on his way to FTA.
That's if you go for the aggressive. I'm going to assume the key is in that route. If you go for the full clear route, that's the last thing you do, but yeah.
Well, you want to go FTA anyway, right?
Oh. What are we seeing right here? Rico, double bomb jumping. You can unwarp there? Wait.
Oh, we're healing nature? Yo. Yo. Actually, kind of like... Actually, no. We don't want to heal nature. We want to save warp.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the other one? Inkash 2, never mind.
Yeah, Dace, for future reference, you don't need to reload the room to do that. You can just slip jump out of here.
Yeah.
This door is always open after the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think of what Rico did just now was the double bomb jump into unmorph. You can unmorph there, but I think it force morphs you again when you're up there, unless you land on like the side of this, which is like not the part you are rolling on, basically.
Dude, we can't even take Warrior's Walk. We have to go all the way around. Maybe it would have been worth to grab Super Seer, actually, considering the amount of time we've spent having to avoid it. We're gonna have to do it. It's deceptive how long the wall crawl for hints and for SDKs is without supers.
Yeah, I think what Rico's trying here is double bomb jump into slightly flicking his stick upwards to try and get on like the branch part of this.
Yeah.
Because on the branch you can stand and slope jump up, but not on the like curved bowl shaped.
Well, Dace has not done this fight. This late game fight.
Oh yeah, such late game fights as Portal Chamber. Portal Room, actually. Yeah.
Both players have lost comical amounts of time in Victoria's Plaza.
Victoria's Plaza is the worst room in the game. Changed my mind.
Maybe that can be your funny meme room, Victoria's Plaza.
I mean, it is, but that's because of my hatred for it.
Okay. What is your funny meme room that you like? Like that's like, oh, this room is cool. Just like, what's your favorite room name in terms of like just like aesthetics? Like, oh, I love this room.
I mean, I don't know about aesthetics. Aesthetics, actually, there's the one save station in Sank that looks really gorgeous for no reason at all.
Lower or upper?
Upper. The upper one that kind of just looks out over like an abyss. I believe maybe the dark world one of that.
The dark world.
Insane.
All of Inghive is like just smacks. It's awesome.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, we're gonna do another early game fight.
I think Rico just got that successfully. Nicely done. Nice. But in terms of like tricks, like the nicest room for me to go through is Hive Summit. So yeah, the dark room after you've beaten Dark Samus 2. That trick that you do there is so satisfying. To just skip the entire puzzle, I love that one.
Sank really is like just awesome in this game. They really kicked ass like with Sank.
It really is. With the music being so good as well. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the Randomizer devs to swap the upper Sank music to the lower Sank music so we can keep cat jamming the whole time.
There's a difference.
There is, yeah. It's like ambient in the upper Sank, whereas it's lower Sank, it's the cat jam. Someone in chat says, I like how it rains upwards. It rains data upwards. Like, it's like the Matrix, except upwards. It's awesome.
Yeah, that aesthetic is so cool. I really hope if we do ever get a Prime 2 remaster that they do Sank justice.
Yeah. There are some rooms that, like, break continuity, like the save station, like where watch station access is. Like, you should be able to see where watch station access is from save station, the upper save station, but it's like...
Oh.
But there's nothing there. So Dynamo Works access also just like peers out into the abyss where Dynamo Works should be, or where like Workers Path should be and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
There's some bad continuity there, but hopefully they come up with something cool to make it look cool if they ever do it. I think they held continuity with in Prime. Like you can see Sun Tower in Prime. From like some spots, if I remember correctly, in Remastered.
Yeah, but Drake, why don't people just out of bounds their way from Artifact Temple all the way to Impact Crater?
That is a good question. One day.
All right, that is the final SDK for days.
Rico didn't grab Profane Path. What? Huh? Oh, we're just doing now. Okay.
We're going into Profane.
Okay.
No panic. We got this.
So Dace is off to a save station. Whereas Rico is just now grabbing the Profane Path and then going to go to FTA afterwards.
Yeah, the second Morbus key. The most unfortunate thing for Rico here, I think, is that he didn't go to Upper Torvus to grab the other Morbus key. Otherwise, his route is basically the same as Dace's, just like quite a few minutes behind. He did?
Yeah, he
oh,
did.
I'm looking at the Torvus keys. Never mind.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I was looking at the Torvus key counts. We have all the Morbus keys. Yeah, we're good.
The remaining Inkhive key, where could it be? Battleground Cache, Feeding Pit, or Warrior's Walk?
Oh, it's in Dark Aegon?
Yeah. The remaining Inkhive key. That's, don't know where it is, though.
Yeah, one of those. Did we ever check Inkash 4?
We did. Missile.
Oh, okay.
Rico did it. Or no, wait. I don't know who did it. Someone did it. No, it was Rico. We were speculating about whether or not Rico would do Worm Key Skip, but didn't do it.
Yeah, this was probably when Rico was cleaning up checks to try and find the Echo Visor.
So now, yeah, Rico does the same thing, goes to Aegon. Do we... Is it faster here? There's no save station. What's the fastest way to Aegon here? Probably just through
walk.
the front elevator, through the front door.
Is
Or?
warping with the light beam faster?
No.
No.
No. But definitely
Yes,
not
no.
wind chambers, I don't think, faster. Where are we going here? Oh, this is just the wrong way.
Too Great Temple to warp into the energy controller.
But we could just go through...
Oh wait, this is wind chamber.
Okay, yeah, okay, Rico also forgot, yeah.
Wrong door. To be fair, we are almost 2.5 hours in, so I would expect a few slips of the mind here and there.
So this is probably gonna be like a 232 maybe. It depends on how long this wall crawl is. I know the final bosses last about 5-ish minutes, depending on
Correct.
how well you do.
So yeah, indeed, depending on how well Dace does in the wall crawl plus the final bosses, I think your estimate is about right. Yeah. I think Dace did get double damage as well, so that makes that estimate more likely to happen. Okay, nicely walks along the outer edge this time. On top of the door. Should be able to get a transition from this. Just needs to wait a second for the room to load. Does get it there. Nicely done. He was in the right spot, jumped, and then thought, oh, nothing's appearing. But that room just does take a little bit to load sometimes.
A sick route here, if we had supers, would be to do Inkash 2. No, actually, it doesn't matter which one. No, either route is fine. I was thinking maybe do Inkash 2 first into Worm last, but there's also a save station right beside Inkash 2, so it doesn't really matter.
He's warping in, almost warping in. Yeah, it's like on the side of the room there. Might have transitioned in here. Let's see. Yes, I believe he has transitioned into Pod W. Yes. There we go. Now you're on the correct room. Should work now. Was right before. This ceiling can sometimes just be a little bit annoying. Transitions, and that's the walk crawl done. All right. So a good 5-ish minutes from now should be our finish time, if all goes well. So yeah, about a 2:30, 2:33 is what we're looking at. Yeah. Well, Rico, after having teleported, I think, into Aegon,
Yep.
now headed towards the portal. So is an Amorbis and an Inkash 2 visits behind. So all things considered, on a 2.5 hours seed, not actually that far behind.
Yeah.
So amazing.
And I
job.
kind of liked Rico's route to go into Sank. To get rid of Quad first. We had Cobalt. The only way it could have been better is if Dace did it instead at some point after Echo. But at that point, Dace was like probably Torvus minded.
Yeah, I am
So it
usually
makes
very
sense.
Torvus build as well. Torvus is usually the answer.
Yeah.
Over Sank.
Especially if you haven't touched Taurus at all. Like, it's just so
Yeah.
comically check dense.
It
ridiculous.
really is.
And especially if you find boost there, you can just do everything, and you
Yeah.
just had 2 hints saying, and your supers and your light suit are there, so yeah.
I'm actually a little... Considering that... Wait, how would we have... Can you wall
lost.
crawl into... Actually, no, is there an easy way to get to Grove side without doing gate skip? Without supers, without Tortoise energy control being done.
Or what now? Excuse me?
Like in this seed, we couldn't get to Grove side without
Nice one, sorry.
without boost, because we didn't have boost. We had seekers. We didn't have supers to get Tortoise energy controller.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
is there an easy way? Could you like?
you could go from Aegon and just skip the half pipe in transit station. That's
Is
like
that the
all you
easiest
need to
way?
skip. Probably, yeah.
Is there a wall crawl in Tortoise that lets you that will let you like?
Yes, you could wall crawl from Torv's Temple access into Torv's Temple, and then just keep the wall crawl going from there. Skip,
Yeah.
duck under the Emerald Gate, etc. Though the transition from Temple access to Temple is a little iffy. Sometimes there's a few bad boxes around there, so not the most fun one to do. Alright, meanwhile, Dace on final bosses using his final PB here, just missing the one tentacle on the right here. Very nicely done. Alright, Emperor Ing 3 jumps. Does go for the screw attack. If Emperor Ing 3 jumps at you like that, if you go a little bit diagonal, you can sometimes get a screw attack off and immediately annihilate him. For our new guests here, Emperor Ing 3 is kind of trivial. He's got some leftover hitboxes behind his legs. They're invisible, but they are definitely screw attackable. And since screw attack does it like 1 billion damage per second, yeah, that's your boss done.
I believe the explanation I've heard is that they were gonna do some sort of phase where you have to screw attack the legs.
Correct.
But then they forgot to remove the hitboxes. I don't know how much of that is actually true or speculation.
That might have come from an interview with like Zoid. But don't quote me on that. I don't know the source for it either. But I think I've heard that before, yeah. Where that was going to be a phase where there were like targets behind the legs you needed to screw attack into. But then they scrapped that for obvious reasons. Dace being very careful with his Annihilator shots. Doesn't want to overshoot Dark Samus here. Though that is very little damage. It's just going to go for the Dark Beam strats here. Has double damage. Only 35 Dark ammo though. So it's going to have to hit a lot of these shots.
Oh, okay. Whew.
That's fine, because we don't have Samus, and now it'd be bad. If Dark Samus doesn't deflect missiles now, we're in trouble. Nice.
Oh, that's
Center.
probably centered.
No.
Oh, not. Changes their mind. Randy's
Well,
feeling
it's
merciful. No,
hit.
is he? Okay. All right.
What?
Oof, never punished.
Get the rhythm. Nice. 1, 2, missile. 1, 2, missile. And one more.
GG.
And that is time. GG's. Congratulations to Dace for winning this race. On the other side with Rico, just having done a Morbus as well. Great job on that. Rico taking a pause, does
Yeah,
decide
that's
to forfeit the race. Yes. But yeah, GG's. This was an amazing display of skills from both foreigners.
Yeah.
Like, Rico just needed to go grab one SDK and do final bosses here, so probably about 10 to 15-ish behind here.
Something like that.
As we have Rico joining us in the booth here.
Luca, what on earth was that seed?
Right, that's right. I did this. Oh, And we are joined by Dace as well. Congratulations on your win.
Oh. Wow, that hit was rough.
I am sorry for any mental damage I may have inadvertently caused here.
Do you guys know where supers are?
No.
Powerbomb Garden,
Torvus,
maybe?
Dark Torvus Arena, definitely.
Boost Guardian,
Oh.
yes.
Along
Supers
with the
cannot
final-
You
be,
can't get there without supers.
Supers can't be in lower Dark Torvus because all of lower Torvus is locked by a super door.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We figured since you were still doing checks there despite already having found the light suit in that area.
Yeah,
So then the
rechecking
seed
keep-
logically required us to enter Torvis through the warp.
Did it?
No, you could go through Aegon elevator, underground tunnel, boost
Ah.
up, do the or you could have like you were there, you were at the Med Vista portal. You could have done Boost Guardian and found supers. At the Med
Yeah,
Vista
but I
portal.
got there by going in through the back. I warped in.
Yeah, I mean that could also work. I think. Could that work?
You can walk into the front here. I think what this seed
You
wanted
could
you
do
to
it from
do
the
was
do it from the side by getting to Aegon Aegon elevator
Yeah.
into Taurus Temple, or you
You
could
can also
take
go
the
from
warp.
or go from the front and just use the elevator with Emerald. That also works.
Yeah, but you can't take the elevator until you pick up the item in Torvus Energy Controller.
yeah. The
Oh,
thing that the seed
mind.
wanted here was it wanted for you to go to Sank through Aegon's side. After having picked up the Echo Visor on top of GFMC ship, then grab boost from the main gyro chamber, and then with all that, head to Torvus.
Yeah. And either do Torvus Energy Controller, warp, or go through the side.
Yeah,
I think
so that
either
one you have
one was
boost
logically
speakers.
available. I don't know which one it picked.
Yeah.
A question. We couldn't see it. What did you guys see in Mining Plaza and Central Mining Station?
Light time, I think, Mining Plaza.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
In Central Mining Station, I thought that kind of looked like Sunburst. Was it Sunburst?
I
Central
don't
Mining Station?
remember.
Wasn't that just an E-tank?
Could have been,
Okay.
yeah.
There you go. At least nothing too important then. But yeah, this seed was terrible. Through
Yeah.
all of the progression being in bad spots and needing you to backtrack all over the place, plus labs being a point of no return requirement here.
Yeah.
You needed to just go in there and then grab Space Jump and Spider to leave through Dark Samus's room again. So
Yeah, when I saw the
Pretty
spaceship,
bad.
I was like, huh, but where can Spider be? Like, it has to be here somewhere, doesn't it?
yeah,
That was unique.
Yeah.
our
it could
thought
have
process
been-
was that you'd have needed the super missile to go in through Warrior's Walk side, but that ended up not being the case.
There was an option for that as well. Yeah.
And
I entered. I was playing on autopilot, so I entered quad without boost.
Oh,
so I had to
okay.
just figure that out. That was my intention.
really? Oh my god! I was just about to say I am so
You did that
proud.
on accident? I did that on purpose.
Yeah, both of you went for it. We
Nice.
were extremely hyped when both you went for that. And yeah, Dace, I was super confused because I was like, I don't think I taught you this, and then you just blew it up. It's like what?
Yeah. And also the boost in gyro, that was rude.
So, I am actually better at fighting quad without boost than I am at fighting quad with boost.
Oh, spicy.
Damn.
I cannot aim my boost to save my life.
KRR in chat mentioning that Sunburst was in Hive entrance.
That is indeed true. And
Ah,
Darkburst
nice.
was Darkburst was in whatchamacallits.
There's not many places
Sand
left.
processing. Sand processing.
Oh, okay.
And then I just missed where the remaining hive key was. But yeah, it could have been Warriors Walk, Battleground, Cache, or Feeding Pit.
Any of those. So yeah, walk me through your thought processes as you went through this seed. Let's start off with you, Rico.
So, I was, based on the immediate bomb and missiles, I was expecting Space Jump to be in Bomb Guardian. So I figured that I could just hold off on that and go through the Dark Aegon loop, NSJ, pick up that Amber, and then come back, only have to go through that area once. That was not how it turned out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you probably had the same early game route then, because I did the exact same. The space jump was hiding, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it was mostly just following hints. Because, like, when you get the quad hint, and also the FTA peak, like, you know that so much is required for a go. So just going for hints, going for, like, a full clear out works kind of well.
Yeah, this is a difference between the two of you. Dace, you hot-dogged the FDA hint on your first pass. You had Emerald, but didn't go for it. Which means you had to go back there. Rico did not... Yeah, Rico did not have Space Jump, so didn't get to peak FTA's SDK. But you came back on the second pass when you had SJ, so got both the hint and the peak at the SDK up there.
Oh, then you had Echo much earlier than I did.
Yeah, that's probably what the difference maker was, because I think you spent a bunch of time looking for Echo.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, I stumbled up on that, luckily. It was only really used for quad, though, which could have been skipped, but was handy.
And,
no, Echo was,
no, it was
Echo was
needed
required. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
And Profane Path's Aegon key was also nice to have, so you didn't have to go for the Morbus key skip.
I think you guys needed a full inventory to beat this seed.
Logically,
right? Like, there's
yes.
not, yeah, logically, was the gravity boost actually required for anything?
Yes, I think it was.
I grabbed this.
No.
I was scared the one key was going to be in like one of the lower Torbus checks. That's why I grabbed it.
Yeah, both of y'all grabbed it, which made sense. There was a chance it could have been TTS or TTE, but no, actually, like, you had TTE had double damage, but otherwise, yeah, Under Transit 1 was available without gravity.
Yeah, which means Dark Visor also kind of wasn't required. But
Was
other
it?
than that, yeah, because Dark
think it
Visor
was.
only really gave
Oh,
us
yeah, that's
gravity
right.
boost, but if
That's right.
gravity boost didn't do a whole lot, then yeah.
You're correct. Were the Seekers ended up being required for anything other than, like, final boss access, actually? Because the Seekers only unlocked Cache Dark Visor. I don't think they did anything else.
Maybe probably the logical way to get into Torvus from the side?
Not necessarily if we fight quad.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it could be.
Mhm.
It could be that the Seekers are just placed there randomly at the end. That'd be incredible.
That would be funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because with Echo already open, that would let you grab boost on your first pass through, which would get you logical access to quad, which lets you just warp in.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Incredible. God, I would love to see if the gen actually did that. That'd be cherry on top. That'd be amazing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no
Yeah,
spoiler log for this one. All right. Yeah. Any more questions from you, Drake?
I don't think of any other questions. Let's see if the bot works. If the bot's
In that
not
case-
working, then I'm gonna go check. Then I'm gonna go write down URL.
Any
Twitch.
final thoughts from our runners? Dace having a bit of trouble with Discord. But anything from you, Rico?
Mostly that I have never played a seed like this before, and I kind of don't ever want to again.
I am so sorry for your troubles.
Yeah, for a second I was scared, like, the like supers could be on, like, I don't know, a weird check. Maybe check is required, just something to make it worse. But yeah,
Yeah, true. We also thought that supers might have been on Chica in the seed until we got the hints that it was not there.
Oh, I wasn't
You have,
picking up supers in this seed. There was no way I was picking up
Yeah.
supers.
I think both of you kind of gave up on that after a while.
Yeah.
I thought it
The
could have been
only
on
possible
Poison
thing
Dog.
the only thing I could have possibly needed them for would have been Cash B, and I know how to get that out of bounds. one of the few things I actually do know how to do out of bounds.
Really? So now I'm curious if you know how to do Cash B. Do you know how to do Cash B Chasm or just the item?
I am aware of how it's done. It would not be a time save for me to do it.
Okay.
Okay, because
Yeah.
it would have been nice in this race. Because that's what we were wondering. Cash B would have been nice, but if you just know how to grab the item, okay, that's still good too. Do actually have a few more questions. So first off, Dace, your next opponent is going to be Darkstar, a rematch. Any thoughts on that? You gonna get your revenge?
Yeah, gotta. I mean, Logan has leveled up, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's
I
gotten
think
better.
they've played quite well. So we'll have to
Honestly,
see.
all of the mentees have just leveled up, which is the whole point of this tournament. So I'm extremely
Yeah.
proud of literally all of you. Like honestly, incredible job.
Both of us were gushing over the fact that you guys did boostless quad. Yeah, we were like so happy to see that. That's so good.
Yeah, among other things. Yeah.
So I guess Rico, you're knocked out of the tournament now, and this is your
Yep.
opportunity, I suppose, to give any final thoughts, full retrospective of the tournament. What would you like to see improved? What are you happy about? Did you have fun, etc., etc.? Go ahead.
I had a lot of fun. Like, the only issues I had were really just because my schedule is pretty awful. So a lot of mentors weren't available when I was. But
Understandable.
I had a blast working with the ones I was able to, and I learned a lot from them.
Nice. Happy to hear that.
And now you're good enough to mentor some other players, so it won't be a problem next time.
Hey.
The mentee becomes a mentor. All right. Well, if that's it, then I think we can close it out. That's it for you, Rico?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't think I have
GG's.
any other questions. Just incredibly played by the both of you. Dace, good luck with your next match. And Rico, thank you so much for participating. Very much appreciated.
Follow our runners. I put their links in the chat. Yeah.
And Drake, thank you so much for co-comming with me. That has been a blast.
Cheers, dude.
And with that, I think we'll close it out here. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next mission.
Bye bye.
Yeah.